Okay. I'm assuming everyone still lives.
Yep.
Okay, no one killed each other while I was gone. Good, good, good.
Nope. Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the not yet.
We haven't had any PvP combat, so.
Not yet. So yes, whoa, what was that?
Nothing.
Oh,
Mhm.
the DM is now very suspicious.
There's that fighting bit nobody's using.
They're not wrong.
Corey knows where it is now. She can start dragging people that she doesn't like over there and be like, oh no, no one's gonna find them. They volunteered. So yeah, last session we finished the dungeon, had a lovely encounter with an unexpected adoptee, I guess you can call it. If they were willing or not is still in debate.
He didn't run away yet, so.
I mean, there's technically 6 of you and 1 of him. Running is a very, very low success rate option on their list, I think. You guys fought a judge, and
We lived.
yeah, not only did you live, but Dell struck the fear of God into some people. Unfortunately, there was some killing of some dogs, and what is it?
Sigh.
Yeah, it's you know, it had to happen.
Poor puppies.
Yep. Also, the puppies were helping a bad guy, so like,
They could have been rehabilitated.
Yeah.
It's not the dog's fault. It's the owner.
It always is.
It's not the breed.
It's always the owner.
That was the
It's
moral of
always
last
the
week's
owner.
episode.
Handling.
But no, you guys left the prison, and if I remember correctly, you guys all agreed to just straight shot back to town, no sidetracking or dawdling.
Mm-hmm.
So if that is the case, we will start tonight's session just like that.
All right.
With the party arriving back into town with a tired Issa, and on arriving, you notice that no one's really like waiting for you. Town is pretty quiet. You guys make your way to the tavern though, because you can tell Dell is not handling the ramifications that well.
Not carry him
If you
to his room.
I will say that you can carry Dell off to their room without resistance, because Dell is like not a catatonic state, but a very like, what did I do? Oh my god!
Questioning life choices.
Like, they were trying to kill us, but like I made a choice. Should I have done that? So like as you lift them up, there's little resistance at all. I don't think there's even like a conscious awareness of like, oh, my feet are off the ground. I am no longer walking.
Oh, poor thing.
What is the name of this tavern?
I don't think I named it. No, I did not name it. We will call it the for the sake of argument, the Quenching Cactus.
Love it.
For anyone who understands a joke, you're good people. If you don't understand it,
Yeah.
get cultured.
Oh,
Wine.
what are those little cactus creatures in Final Fantasy?
Cactars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are cute.
Yeah. Now that you guys are back in town and it's daylight, you're able to see on the sign of the tavern is a slumped over cactar with a an empty bottle in one hand.
Oh.
And and they're wearing a poncho.
That's funny. Adorable.
Yeah, they're wearing a poncho and a wide brim hat. And they're sleeping next to on the sign, so that makes it even cuter. But yeah, you guys are able to enter the tavern. Corey, you can bring Dell up to their room and lay them down gently, while the others,
You in?
you know, enter the tavern and see what's about.
All right, so the Issa's with us, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna offer to buy him a drink.
He accepts. Since it's a bit early for him, but after what he just witnessed, fuck it, yeah, why not?
He's the one who said he needed a drink.
Yeah.
He didn't realize what time of day
Last
it was when
time.
you left.
He still needs a drink.
It's more one of those, I do need one.
Hmm.
But I probably shouldn't have one this early, but if you're buying.
Yeah, how much is a drink?
For the both of you, 2 gil.
Alright.
The bartender is not Jonas. He was on
Oh.
late. He was on the late shift this morning. It is ran by a Hume woman, whose name is Penny. She's a very stout woman, but even though that is the case, she does not have the pushover vibe that people would expect of her. Because upon asking for a beer, or a drink, she screams like an angry Irish mother at her kids.
Oh. I love her.
For the drinks to be brought to the bar. And after she takes your gill, she goes off to do her own thing, busying herself behind the bar.
DFA's still trying to right herself up on a chair. She doesn't want to let go of the cake that she still has. She hasn't finished it.
I don't know what to say. I feel like she wouldn't have finished it by now because of just everything that happened.
So she's still kind of got it in one hand, so she's trying to get up on the chair without setting the cake down.
At the moment, Corey's still upstairs with Dell, so I'm assuming the rest of you are. How many of you notice DFA doing this?
Hyacinth is reading the letters in common that
Okay.
they found in the desk. Well, not
Okay.
reading them, just skimming them.
Yeah.
See if they're anything important.
They are not. I believe I told you what the contents were. Correct?
Mhm.
Okay. Only because I have to ask Mugsy, what are you doing while DFA is trying to climb into the chair?
Trying to take the cake back.
Oh no.
Sleight of hand, bitch.
Okay,
All
here we
right.
go. Are you trying to be sneaky about taking it, or are you just going like aggressive, like give me the cake back?
It's always cartoonish with them. It's just trying to just like whoop to like where she doesn't even notice, and she
Okay.
just uses her other hand.
All right, so your sleight of hand against DFA's passive perception, because she is trying to get into a chair while you're doing all this.
I don't imagine that her passive perception beats a 28.
Oh my god.
It does not.
If it did, I would have been like, oh god, DFA knows all. Well, since it does not beat the passive perception, Mogzio, you are able to, as you worded it so cautiously, perfectly, cartoonishly take the cake away. If you would like to describe how you take it away, by all means, go for it.
I mean, I imagine I just kind of like, because I am slightly, taller, even as a Moogle.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I just whoop right out of her hand as she's like, I imagine she's like palming it to like keep it level. And so just whoop right out of her hand.
I don't know why, but I'm picturing that TikTok where the guy's trying to get his mother to help him get the keys out of his car, and he opens the door to be like, "Hold on, I'll fix it." He moves the keys for her, and she's like, "Oh, thanks," not realizing he opened the door.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just
100% how it goes.
pick an adjacent chair and get up to my spot, and I'll just stick the cake on my side of the table.
All right, DFA, how do you react to all this?
So you're just on like the opposite side of the table from me?
Yeah.
I'll sit up to the table, and she won't even know he took it back. She'll just be like, "Oh, thanks for grabbing that." Doesn't even realize he set it up there.
Yeah,
It's
no
just
problem.
like, "Oh, hey, cake." And then she's gonna like slam her hand on the table a couple of times. And it's like someone taking like a tin can and just banging it against a table. And she's gonna go, "Drinks all around."
There are about 10 other people in the room.
Mhm.
5 of them are passed out. like they are not moving at all. Like you would have to do a life check to see if they're even alive at the moment.
They're sleeping.
Yes. The other 5 like they like lift the drinks they have on them. You can tell that it's been a very, very long night of drinking for those people, and they are conscious only enough to understand the words "drinks up for everyone."
Of
That'll
course.
cost DFA moment 5 gil unless the others of the party want drinks as well.
I'll take it.
I already paid for 2, so I'm
So
good.
that's 6,
Sure.
7.
I'll
7.
tuck Dell into bed and come down.
Baby.
I'll have a water.
So okay, so 7 gil, and because it's water is free. Penny brings around the drinks, and because again you're Moogles, the pint glass is a lot larger than what Moogles are used to.
Not DFA. This
Oh,
is her preferred size.
I'm just
You
picturing.
haven't heard the phrase "a pint's a pound" the world around.
I haven't, but I'm also just picturing the scene from The Hobbit. This, my friends, a pint. They do bring Mogzio a pitcher and a glass for his water, and once Corey comes down, a pint is handed to her as well.
I want to say that Hyacinth is sitting on the other side of Issa. So he's in between Elric and Hyacinth.
Perfect place for him at the moment. Okay.
And they are going to just slide the letters back. Except for the one that's in the language that they can't understand.
The Guado one? Alright.
Yes.
Takes a large swig of his drink, looks down. You took me mail?
Of course. I didn't know what it was. But it would be helpful. But it's not. So you can have them back.
He takes them and folds them up. I don't know if I should be insulted that you took me letters from me ma, or thankful you gave them back.
Be thankful that we didn't leave them in the compound where the people all died.
He doesn't speak. He just takes
And
another.
now you have them.
He takes another swig and just doesn't even respond because he's like, I got nothing. For that. You just reminded him that everyone he knew is dead.
Oops.
Hyacinth also takes 20 gold out of the bag. Or 20 gil out of the bag that was found.
Okay.
And just slips it back to Issa.
He takes it and looks at it. What did you not take from my desk?
The desk.
There's a look. There's a look of like him processing what you said. Like he knows that you're saying it to be like a smart ass, but there's also a part of him that's like, when did she have time to take everything? Like when? How did she do it?
She's very
He just pockets the gill and just goes back to drinking and like holding his head in his hand like too early. Way too early for any of this.
I guess I want to ask Issa, what exactly led him to this lifestyle?
He explains that he came from a very poor village in Vale. He wanted better for his mother because she worked all her life to make sure he had just enough. But the better paying things usually were more illegal. So to spare her having to deal with like knowing her son was doing these things, he left home, did all these things that would send money home to her, hoping that it would make her life better.
All right, so Elric hears this, and he he's gonna say that he had this idea that people in his line of work were all basically the worst scum, like undeserving of any kinds of mercy. and he was very surprised by the fact that, one, the reason he got into this line of work, and also his reaction to learning of Oscar's death.
Hyacinth hears this and just says, "I told you old bandits weren't bad people," and just drinks with a "I told you so" look on their face.
Eric kind of rolls his eyes like, yeah.
Issa like finishes their pint and looks over and goes, "You probably came from a very privileged life. Probably never had to worry a day about anything. And you probably had parents that loved you. Don't want anyone to ever lose that. But unfortunately, it's not like that for everybody."
Would say parents who love me, yes. I wouldn't say I haven't been through some stuff, though.
Everyone's gone through some stuff. Anyone who hasn't, they're lying.
I can't believe that. And I take another swig of my beer or drink, whatever.
Corey, you mentioned something then kind of like spaced. What was it you were gonna do that
I
to get
had
back?
completely forgotten what I was originally going to do,
My
but
apologies.
Corey's going to get very quiet and kind of distant looking at this turn in the conversation. She kind of looks like she's staring into space.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is anyone paying attention enough to Corey to notice this, or is everyone in their own little bubbles?
Where is Corey sitting in relation to Hyacinth?
At the moment, Hyacinth, Issa and Elric are at the bar in that order. DFA and Mogsy are at the table near a bar. So where did Corey want to sit?
I'm really, really bad at envisioning things like this in my head, so just put me somewhere.
Come sit with the Moogles.
I can do that. Hmm.
If Corey's sitting with us, DFA would offer her some of the like half-eaten cake.
Oh,
Oh, we'll take a smidge of that. Sounds delicious.
kind of
She'll
cake did we say it
offer
was?
some of. She's gonna offer Mogzio's cake back to him too, like she's being very generous. For you.
Oh, okay. You could kind of see that Bogzio was lost in thought for a second. And they'll just kind of like, absentmindedly, just like take a card and like slice the cake with it, just real quick in one slice, and just like wipe it off on the table.
With frosting still on her helmet from previously, she's just gonna like kind of furl up her face and go, "That's unsanitary."
Yep.
I didn't think you knew the meaning of that word.
oh,
Oh.
She's just gonna smile and go,
oh.
"I learned. I had some people previously, and they told me that I was very unsanitary." And she doesn't seem bothered. She actually seems kind of pleased about it.
That's good to know.
I'm
I agree.
I'm just picturing a bunch of people trying to get DFA to take a bath and her being like, "No!"
That's actually why I made her score and swim so low.
Oh my
Is because
gosh.
she doesn't like water touching her wings.
Well, I mean, Moogles are weak to water, so there's already a good reason.
Yeah.
You guys have an inherent weakness.
Yeah.
Oh god. Ugh.
They're so cute.
While all this is going on and Penny is handing out pints to everyone, still like finishing up, one of the patrons doesn't seem as tired as the rest or catatonic. They saunter over toward you guys and ask if you are the ones who went and dealt with the noise in the prison up north. Well, northwest.
Hyacinth just keeps drinking.
Like, am I close enough to hear that, or?
Yeah, they walk over to like stand between you guys so you guys can all hear the question.
All right, then. I go. We sure were.
Weren't.
Guess I'll take the hint.
The man,
If they said we were,
there.
Okay.
There's I was like, wait
Moxie,
for
no.
I was
She
waiting
just
for
took her a
it.
second. She's like, no, we just came back from there. What are you talking about?
We were near there. We weren't there. Wink, wink.
What's wrong with your eye?
I just slam my head into the table.
I was about to say, do I want to make you roll persuasion? But I realize it's gonna be like
Oh,
automatic
God.
no.
When he puts his head against the table, she's gonna like grab out and take whatever remains of the cake that she had pushed back to him. And she's just gonna go back to eating, just completely unfazed.
Oh, I'm sorry,
He just-
Marzio.
He just pushes the cake to the other side of the table.
Oh, I'm sorry, Marzio, but that was so worth it. The serotonin from these Moogles is unending.
You tried.
The man notices this whole thing and just has a little chuckle. Goes, I only asked because if you lot are as brave and as capable as you are there, I was hoping that maybe you could assist me in a job I had.
What about the reward for the thing we already did? Muffled into the table.
The man
Was a reward.
the man who hears you says, I don't know anything about a reward, but I can offer you 2,000 gil if you help me with something.
Hyacinth perks up at the mention of Gil. Ears twitching.
While all this is going on, Penny was walking around and heard Moxio and says, yeah, didn't Jonas offer you money? How much did he offer you?
Did Jonas offer his money? Are you asking out of
Yes, he
character
did.
looking at my notes? I don't think he did. I think he just wanted it out of good faith. I don't know. I didn't write it down.
Elric just heard bad guys over there and went.
No, that's what I'm saying. Penny is not aware. All she's asking as a, if you had something to deal with Jonas, she would figure it out for you.
Out of character, do I remember if how much vacancy there was at the end?
There's vacancy, I would say, as of right now, for the whole party to have their own room individually if they wanted.
I had my own room already, didn't I?
Yeah, you had your own room.
Because I've been staying there.
Elric had his own room already, and not Del. Del didn't have their own room yet. And at the moment, or he just put
We're
them
gonna
in
say
a
Del.
room.
We can just say that
I'm
Dell's in
gonna let
Hyacinth's
her
room.
know what I did then.
Penny saw you, so it's gone the assumption that Penny was like upstairs and just pointed to her room to you.
Okay, good.
Because like when they see you carrying in like a catatonic person, they're just like first door right, not wanting
I
to
would
like
probably-
challenge you.
I would probably respond with something along the lines of, "Oh well, Jonas offered us a place to stay as long as we're here." Do it, you coward! No, I don't know.
No, you know what? Yeah, roll persuasion. Let's see if Penny believes that that's what that was the deal.
You're starting to talk like me.
The signs of marriage are coming through.
I
19.
say that to him like once a day.
That was 19.
She believes you, and she says the rooms will be free. The food and drink will still cost normal. This is a business after all.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
That's acceptable.
Sounds good to me.
Especially she looks at DFA and the pint and goes, I get the feeling I'd be passing up a good income if I took that away.
It's just completely engrossed in what she's doing, like no response. She does not understand comments like that. And as long as no one's directly addressing her or she's not immediately interested in something, she's in her own world. And this world has cake and ale.
I wonder what she's thinking about. It's just the Deja Vu song. But no, Penny goes over to the bar, takes out a little ledger, and starts marking off that there will be 6 rooms free of charge as long as you guys are on the island. The man though looks to you. So, do I have your attention for 2,000 gil?
You got one.
My attention costs more than that up front.
He chuckles and goes, I'm not sure what your attention includes, but the job I have is a simple search and retrieve.
Sounds easy enough, depending on what it is.
He gestures to the chair next across from Corey. That's the last chair at the table. Inquiring if he may sit to explain, and waits for you guys to give permission.
Knock yourself out.
Pulls out the chair, sits down. You probably know that this island was once booming in the timber industry. A family owned a villa not far from here, up on the hill. When the family left, the villa fell into disrepair, and the town kind of declined economically. It's said that in the villa is a rare artifact, and I was hoping that I could go in there and find it. However, it is unfortunately in disrepair enough that I am not skilled in traversing the interior. Wouldn't be safe. For you, though, people who survived the bandits up in the north, it'd be easy pickings.
Since is gonna take off the cloak, the green cloak that they found in the bandit thing, and just drape it over Issa and put the hood up. And do it like in the courtesan way of, putting the arm over the shoulder, trailing fingers along the back. And then turn completely to this man who's talking with money.
Issa's like looking down, like, why is there a cloak on me? He's not drunk, or he's like just on the edge of buzz, so he's like, did I miss something? What's going on? Yeah, you turn to the man who's talking.
Why would a villa be too hard for someone to traverse?
Well, it's been abandoned for almost 100 years. It's fallen into disrepair. No one is upkeeping, so floorboards are weak, walls are unstable. You know how it is with homes that are not taken care of properly. The elements make it a death trap for those who are unqualified to navigate it.
Is there someone living there? Or something living there?
Understanding and experience that no one's lived there for at least 80 years.
I would like to sense motive on him.
All right, roll for sense motive.
So wisdom, so that's +2.
Ooh.
I got a 9.
You can tell he's not lying about how long the house has been empty, but that's about it.
Okay.
Anything else is like beyond you.
What race is this man?
He is a human.
Of course he is.
And no, his name is not Human either.
Name of my partner's character. So you want to pay us 2,000 gil each to find this artifact for you.
Just 2,000, not for each of you. I'm not that rich. Nice try, though. Very clever.
Can't blame me for trying, at least.
No, I can't. Were I was as inebriated as it seems a lot of people here, I may have fell for that. He looks around to the rest of you. Is that something we can agree to, though?
What is the artifact?
It's a globe. Not much to many, but for those who enjoy history, it's very, very, very priceless.
Can I try to do a knowledge history of
What?
what the globe might be with the region?
Yeah. Go for it. Roll it.
Or is that too vague?
You could try to see, like, if anything pops up to your head for the region.
Okay.
You said you're doing knowledge history?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 and a +1, so a 19.
Nothing historical is jumping out to you. As you said, it was a vague statement by him. But you do know that throughout the world, there have been tons of artifacts from the past 500 to 1,000 years that people have collected, stored, traded, and well, many would be wasted like junk, but to others is like worth its weight in gold.
So I at least know that this is like possible.
Yeah,
That this is actually like a real thing.
Yeah, you don't know what it is, but you know it's to, as he said, to a historian or anyone who cherishes that kind of thing, it could be worth something.
Well, I got nothing else better to do. Might as well keep busy.
The man
Yeah.
looks to the rest of you. If there's no complaints, I'll just say whenever you get it done, I'll be here. No rush. I'm here for at least a week.
Alright,
Something illegal.
He smiles and looks at you. Illegality only matters to the person in power. The person
are you in power?
He looks at you. The person with money, it's just an invoice.
out of character, but did we introduce ourselves to each other?
No.
I
We
thought
did
I
don't think
not.
so.
No,
To
We
like
did
the
not.
like party wise or to the person.
party wise.
You have
Party
not.
was.
I don't think
No.
so.
There's been no formal like hi.
I thought so.
Okay,
so.
yeah.
No,
Elric
we're
at
just
this point
around.
is gonna. Elric at this point is gonna stand up, pat Issa on the shoulder, and walk over because he heard all of this and say, "Well, I'm definitely interested, but I have one complaint. I would like to know the names of all the people that I just barely survived with." So,
That's a good point.
what are you all called?
A name will cost you.
How much for your name?
For the record, as you say
Ooh.
that, a very, very distinctly quiet voice from upstairs. I'm Del.
Oh,
Oh,
Del.
Just
I'm
so
Corey.
Del was included in the moment.
Just tip my water tankard towards Corey. Nice to meet you.
to finally meet you, I guess.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I am Elric.
Hyacinth is going to put their hand out to Corey. Hyacinth Leavenwoods.
It's a lovely name.
I just
course
realized the
on for the
pun of
night.
your name.
Your court is on for the night.
Lucky me. Corey's gonna kind of laugh really nervously.
I've shown you a
Unfortunately,
good
the
time
fun
so
goes
far,
over
haven't
his-
I?
Oh yeah, yeah, you have. Can't argue with that at all.
I'm very good at my job.
Clearly.
But yes, JM, I'm glad that you get the pun with the name.
It just clicked.
Oh god.
I don't think I knew that was their last name. Or their last name.
Yep.
But the pun goes over Mogzio's head, but he'll be like, "Oh, I guess it's my turn. I'm Mogzio the Great," and he'll like flourish a card, and it'll just like stick in a corner, or like one of the corners will stick into the table, like into the wood, and it'll say "the Great" on the back of the card.
He has business cards.
The great.
I
That's
love
amazing.
that so much.
DFA has not paid attention to this conversation at all, but she does stick her hands out to like pry the card out of the table and then just kind of set it down flat, and then she goes back to eating and drinking.
I guess I'm doing her introduction as well. This,
Seems preoccupied.
It's a
I
little.
don't. I mean, I'm sure you all have your own way of describing her at this point, but this is DFA.
She goes, "I'm DFA."
There you go.
Like, she just looks startled, like, I heard my name. She goes, "I don't know what it means. Please don't ask. I don't know."
Fine.
Noted.
Pretty sure.
Noted.
Where I'm from, names are either given to you or you pick them yourself. So, it can really mean whatever you'd like it to mean.
My friends gave it to me. When I was training to do this, and she like makes a little jumping motion, she's like, they called me DFA. And I thought, well, they must really like me to give me a name. But I never got a chance to ask what it meant.
The man who approached you has obviously noticed you've all introduced each other and goes, "Well, if we are sharing names, the person hiring you is named Gale.
Like the wind?
Spelled Gaeyl. But yes, like the wind."
What size is this globe you're wanting us to find?
He adjusts himself in his seat, fixes his tunic a bit. I've heard it described, and my employer who sent me says it'd fit in both hands. It's a heavy metallic material, so you'll know it when you see it. He goes on to explain how there's lines all over it and like circular indentations through the lines.
Are we looking for the globe from Treasure Planet?
No, we're not looking for that because I don't want to get sued by Disney.
The
Bad enough,
mouse knows all.
it's bad enough we're borderline potentially sued by Square Enix. I want Disney lawyers on me. But it is about that size, yes.
So, anything else we found in this villa? Is it free game?
I don't own the villa. You have to take that up with the people who live in the town. Then again, if you did find anything, I doubt you'd go around telling anyone.
Depends on what we find.
And that'll be totally up to you. My business is just for the globe.
You literally just saw how well that worked out.
He chuckles and says, "But if that is all, as I said, I will be here for the whole week. My ship does not arrive till then, so whenever you do get around to it, I wish you good fortune and good luck." He bows to each of you and says, "It was a pleasure meeting you." Then he kind of mysteriously just slinks out of the tavern.
Where can we find you? Never mind, bye.
I didn't think that he looked a little bit like Elric.
Jeez. I was waiting for that.
I was waiting for it too. Elric's just gonna still look very puzzled at those comments. What are you talking about?
For those at home, every time Hyacinth asks Elric if someone is related to him, take a shot.
The counter right now is 2.
Dead too, yeah.
That's not terrible.
We've only done it twice. I have a counter.
I mean, given that we're
Depends
3
on how
sessions in, you're almost batting
Depends on
1,000.
how many humans we see.
We don't see very many humans that are not in combat with us.
Wait till we get a city where it's only humans.
Poor Hyacinth.
This
They
now,
won't know what to do with themselves.
this now
They'll be so
concerns me
confused.
regarding Hyacinth's line of work.
Wait, what about their line of work?
I said it now concerns me, given their face blindness, but I guess, all of their clients aren't human males, but
No.
we can broach this another time.
I mean, whatever helps pay the bill, I guess.
Correct.
Hyacinth's the consenting adult,
Hey. It could just be the same male Hume coming back with different names. Maybe that's their thing.
Well,
You can't expect Hyacinth to know these things.
Poor nervous first timer, and she's like, back again, I see.
That is exactly what happens with them.
I don't know why, but I feel like that'd make the poor guy be like, wait, what do you mean first? What, huh?
what?
Yep. This is what worries me, but we'll continue on.
Hyacinth just sits back down next to Issa and says, "Are you coming with us?"
He looks a bit bewildered by the question. Jake's head goes, "Not this one. I think I need to just collect myself for a bit after what we just went through."
Oh, but we had so much fun last time.
At the word fun,
I'll
he
let
just
you use the dagger again.
the word fun makes him actually pale up a bit. He's like, "Lass, I'm currently unemployed. This gig may be good for you for the temporary, but I gotta find something long term."
But we solved that
You didn't
problem.
have fun with me?
What was that, Corey?
Said I thought we solved that problem.
I think Hyacinth is trying to push that problem in that solution.
Perfectly honest living.
It is. He is his own employer too.
I mean, with me gone, there would need to be a courtesan here to entertain people, keep them company. You can always take my spot.
He goes very red. Like, this is a topic he's not used to discussing with people so publicly. Cautiously puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, "Lass, you got a job to do. I have a drink to finish. We'll put a pin in it."
That's not
We
a
could-
no.
We could put a fork in it. And Hyacinth just pulls out a fork and then puts it in front of him.
That is fucking amazing, and I thank you. You just made my night.
Really quick, just for me, roll a percentile.
Percentile.
The D100.
I'm curious where this is going, and I'm very excited. I got a 20.
Okay. As you place the fork down, Penny happens to walk by and looks at that. "Where the fuck did you get one of my forks?"
Jonas gave it to me.
"That slimy little toad. takes it from the bar and storms off with it.
Fine. This time, Hyacinth goes through the bag that they got back and looks for a fork that is not from the quenching cactus.
As she walks off, you can hear her cursing, saying, "That Hypello little shit, I'm going to fry him up if I see him again."
Oops.
Eventually, whenever they eventually find one,
You do
places
eventually
it in
find
front
a non-related fork and place it on the bar.
it is a little tea fork.
Ooh, okay. He looks at it and
A
just,
little tea fork.
he just looks at that. How much silverware do you have on you?
Yes.
His face actually just
Fascinating question.
drops. Slowly stands up, removes the cloak because he's unsure what your plan for it is, and just offers it to you. I think I need to rest. Your
You
friend,
can use my room.
I may do that. Then he just walks towards the stairs very slowly, very unsure of what he's doing with his life.
Been through some things.
That man's considering
Yeah.
every life decision that's led to this moment, and just what did I do wrong?
A lot.
What was the one decision that led to this?
Led to being accosted by a bunny.
More or less, that's not something you can put on any bingo card. But no, you guys have the day to yourselves. Dell is currently resting, and so is Issa. So you have a job, and you have the day to yourself to do what you want.
Okay.
If you wish to stay in the tavern and plan, you guys can go explore the town. What would you like to do?
Hyacinth is going to pull out the money sack and give everyone 10 gil from it.
Oh.
So that should be 5. No, that should be 4, and then 1 set aside for Dell.
Actually, I'm gonna put in the Dell can. How much did you say for Dell? 5?
10. Everyone gets 10.
Okay.
Okay.
EFA is gonna give 5 of hers to Moxio. And she'll say, in case of emergency.
Okay.
The weapon must always be armed.
Actually, Elric's gonna overhear that and say, "I like the way you think because you definitely saved my ass." So I'm gonna give Moxio another 5 gil.
Honestly, I'll just be like, sure, yeah, it was nothing. And I'll pocket the gil.
You can fight with this, right?
I can.
I'm gonna hand him 5 gil.
And this is how Moxio becomes the richest man in the game.
That was the plan from the
Until
start.
battle.
Everyone gives him a little bit.
You're gonna give me a complex. I'm just gonna expect 5 gil from everyone.
Hyacinth
This
doesn't give up
This is
anything.
the save my ass gil.
Well, I mean, he literally saved my ass, so I'm like, yeah, let me give him some of this.
Oh, what was
It
that?
just seems like a good decision.
Yeah.
At this
What's that feature in Mario Party where if you stepped on certain ones, someone would get cash instantly? It wasn't a tax. It was just pretty much like this person owns this block. You owe them 20 coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys can either explore town, plan out your job.
Calm.
Cloak back on. I want to go shopping.
I'm not surprised.
I need some things. Pulls out their dagger and just looks at it. Brushes off dried blood from the creature Issa killed. I need these shined. Do we know if there's a person who does that with pointy things and
A blacksmith?
rough?
A blacksmith?
Yes, and rough clothing and whatnots.
The
town.
blacksmith would be for the weapons, and the tailor would be for the clothing.
Well, armor is more so
How
what
about
they're getting at.
Oh, armor, that would be I would say armor falls under the blacksmith unless you want to like make regular clothing into armor. Then you have to like work with both.
Okay. It should be blacksmith.
But you guys can go into town and look around. Because while you've been here, you pretty much kept yourself to the tavern for the most part. Who was it? Elric, I think you kept yourself close to the tavern for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And the Moogles, I'm assuming you guys just kind of like moseyed around and kept to yourselves.
That seems to be the way of it.
Very much. I mean, Elric walked over to the table at the end there, but yeah.
But yeah, regarding like knowing what's in town, you'd have to go out and like look around, see what the town has to offer.
I'm gonna join in visiting the blacksmith.
I'll tag along.
What are the Moogles doing?
I'm honestly not sure.
DFA's Yeah, whatever Moxio's doing, DFA's doing. But she'd be kind of glancing towards like shops and stuff, like almost like feeling antsy. She doesn't do well staying in one place. But she never goes more than like 5 feet from Moxio at any given time.
I guess if I notice that not Moxie, that DFA is getting antsy and looking at the shops or whatever, I'll be like, "Do you want to go window shopping or take a look?"
She just kind of nods her head quickly.
Okay. I'll just kind of leave the mug and hop down.
Just kind of wander, look at different things. No real goal in mind.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not really, unless something sticks out to me.
All right.
Wouldn't really be looking for anything particular.
As you guys go out, you do find these are the shops that are in the town, and as you go to them, it'll tell you like more about them. There is what seems to be an art merchant, a blacksmith, a tailor, a general store, and a apothecary of sorts.
Ooh. We need one of those.
Everything else seems to be either boarded up or closed at the moment.
Okay.
So
Come on, Corey. Find you something nice to play with.
That sounds like fun.
Blacksmith.
So the blacksmith
Awesome.
is first.
Yeah. Going along.
All right.
I do have dog blood all over my axe thing.
The blacksmith is, as you'd expect, an open forge type building. It looks like it's seen better days. It is desperately in need of repair and all that. The sounds of someone clanking the hammer on metal can be heard reverberating from inside. And the place is called do I have notes on the blacksmith place?
If you don't, we can come back.
Oh no, it'd be more just like for note wise, like what the place is called. You guys can go inside if you still want.
You can't read the sign anymore. Too messed up.
It's that decrepit.
It's not
It's been a
decrepit,
while.
it's just it needs some love and care.
No, it's rustic. You have to sell
Rustic.
it.
Rustic.
There's a pun there that
diplomatic.
there's a pun there that I'd be so mad at you if it wasn't so good.
It's a good pun.
It is, that's what I'm saying. Otherwise I'd be so mad. It's called the Sneaky Shield.
Ooh.
Cute.
Yep. If you guys go inside, you will find that it is ran by a family of Ronso. those who don't know what a Ronso looks like, it's like a dog person. Well, I mean, like, that's a quick ass version.
Or he feels awkward.
Why do you feel awkward?
Where I just killed a bunch of dogs.
Oh, that actually. They're not actually.
They're more like lion people.
Yeah, they're closer to like lions.
Okay.
Lion people.
better.
Yes. My favorite place.
I'm gonna throw.
No.
Kind of character.
I'm gonna throw an image for those who need it. The one behind the desk is a very tall lady, Ronso, and she notices the group enter. And she greets you very kindly. Ah, fuckers. And she asks, how can I help you lot?
I would like strong clothing for those who need it, and then weapons that are nicer than the ones we have, maybe. Or just help cleaning them, if need be. We'll pay you.
I would hope so.
The woman looks surprised by the list of things you've requested, and noted all 6 of you, all 5 of you entered. I'm assuming.
Sure.
Yeah, I followed Hyacinth.
Okay, just make sure all 5 of you. That way, I know it's. She looks at all 5 of you and goes, well, depending on what you need us to fix or all that, it'll take a different amount of time. What would we be working on?
I'll pull my Bardish axe off my back and be like, could you, like, I don't know what to do to it. I need it cleaned and sharpened, probably.
Oh, she takes the axe with like ease, which would be not shocking due to her size. Examines it. This should take about an hour to polish up, sharpen, and all that. That should be no problem. What about the rest of you?
Do you sell arrows?
Yes, we do. Any specific kind?
Ones that are best for a short bow. Or if you just have like the pointy bits for the arrows, I can always attach them to the wood if I like a certain kind of wood. But I trust that someone who knows that they're important knows to get the good wood and not the bad wood.
Noticing your Avira, the woman goes, oh, you come from a place where the trees matter greatly, don't you?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Depends on the trees. Sometimes the trees aren't very nice.
An expression of concern crosses her face, but it quickly vanishes. We have common basic arrows. We have quite a bit of those if you would like. They come in groups of 20. We also have some arrows that can do some added effects, but those cost extra. All of them can be used with a short bow, though.
I love you. You just get me in the best way.
She sputters a bit. Thank you. What about the rest of you?
Elric's gonna take stock of the group, look at his leather armor, and ask, do you happen to have anything that's a little more protective than this? Perhaps some scale mail, something of the like?
She takes a look at what you have and like your size and all. Do you have any like preference or just anything in general?
Yeah, anything that'll fit.
Just at a like off table. What is your things stats again? So I know if
The-
it's better or
The
worse.
leather.
Yeah, like what is the quick stats on it?
The armor bonus is 2. The max dex bonus is 6.
Okay. We have some things. I'll show you where they are once I get to everyone else, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Then she turns to the two Moogles, doesn't want to be offensive, but gets lower so she can hear you. How can I help you two?
Jeff is just gonna go, don't touch my stuff.
Mm.
Okay.
We're
Like
just
almost cradling her lance.
browsing.
Oh, okay. Totally fair. If you do
You
happen
can
to
touch my stuff.
if you do happen to want anything, please let me know and I will help as best as I can. Looks to the axe on the table and then makes a call out. Kiki dear, can you come out and get something for your father? A young Ronso child comes out. The mother hands them the axe and says, "They want that sharpened and cleaned."
Oh,
I-
can I have my daggers cleaned too?
Uh, um, sure, of course. They
Pulls out both
the,
of
the
them.
the child like saunters over to you and like puts out a hand expectantly, waiting for the daggers.
Hyacinth pulls out both of the daggers and then also two like silverware knives and hands them to the child.
The
You can
child
sharpen these.
the child is used to like this kind of stuff. It just doesn't even like bat an eyelash and just walks into the forge room
Yes.
and just carries on. The mother gives a concerned look of why you gave silverware knives, but is like, no, they're paying. Don't worry about it. And then looks to you and goes, "You said you wanted arrows, yes?"
Yes.
Currently in stock, we have, as I said, the common. We also have blunt arrows. I would assume they're for more in like non-lethal damage. We also have some extra durable ones, and currently we have a few whistling arrows. If those are to your fancy.
You said the arrows are sold. The commons are sold in packs of 20.
Yes. The whistling, common, and blunt ones come in packs of 20. The durable ones you buy like one at a time.
Okay. We'll take a pack of the common arrows and a pack of the whistling arrows.
Okay. That will be 3 gil.
Oh, I'll also take a pack of the blunt arrows.
That'll be
So
two.
just a pack of each.
That'll be 2 extra, so a total of 5 gil.
Okay, Hyacinth easily pays that.
Okay. Turns to Corey. Sharpening your axe will be 10 gil. Goes back to Hyacinth. Sharpening your daggers will be 4 gil.
Is that including the knives?
It's 1 gil per blade because of how small they are.
Okay.
So yes, it'll be 1 per weapon.
Hyacinth just puts 20 gil on the counter.
Wait, what? Sorry, my cat got in my room.
The shopkeep said that for your axe to be sharpened, it'll be about 10 gil.
Okay.
Hyacinth is paying for that.
Oh,
Hyacinth just
A lot
slammed
of-
down 20 gil like a boss.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no, but I'll buy you dinner later.
Ooh, that would be fun. It's been a while since someone's bought me dinner.
Least I could do.
Also turning to Was there anything else you wanted to buy? Besides those arrows?
No, that's it.
Okay,
And then to have everything sharpened and cleaned.
of course.
What was your name?
Let's see. Worst thing a DM hates is when you.
I'm sorry, you gave us the name for Kiki, but not her name.
My favorite thing to do.
My name is Igaradia.
It's very nice to meet you. I love your work.
Also, in case you're wondering, it's IRGA.
I thought, okay, you put deer on the end as like an affectionate thing. I thought it was part of the name.
No, it was her being a mother and placating Hyacinth's
Okay.
like 30 questions.
Gotcha.
Inquisitor Bunny.
Irga has 2 children, so like they're used to the stage of what's that? Who are you? What's this? What's that? She now turns to Elric. You said you wanted armor, yes?
Yes, anything more protective than this.
Yes. All we have currently is a. I don't know if it'll be in your request area, but it's called, and she'll offer you what looks to be parade armor.
Okay.
It's a bit better stat wise, but you could, by looking at it, you know this was more what you wear, as the name suggests, during a parade.
During the parade, yeah.
It's the shiny armor that you wear to look nice, not the this is totally gonna hold up long term battle. Like it's still protective. It is a little bit better than what you have, but it's also one of those like this is more fashion than function. But compared to what you have, it is still better. And by the way, it is in your size. Before you ask.
Would it be possible to commission some armor?
At the moment, probably not. The town is low on supplies for that kind of thing, unless you have materials, of course. If you had the materials, then that'd be different. My husband is very good with the forge, and if you can provide the materials, he can make pretty much anything. For a price, obviously.
I'll keep that in mind.
Noted.
Corey and Elric take a notebook. Bring back good shit.
So parade armor is just like shiny.
It has it's +3 for armor, max dex of 5, but you have a -1 to armor check penalty. So it goes up in some of it, but goes down in one.
And what does the armor check penalty do?
Armor check penalty is
it gives you negatives to certain skills.
Yeah.
Like so anything that says armor check penalty?
Yeah, like if you're trying to be stealthy, you're gonna go clank, 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 clank.
Makes sense. Okay.
I'll
I mean, it's
stick with my leather.
It's all I can get for now, so I'll take it.
Okay. You'll take it down off the stand it's on. Again, it is made for your body build, and she puts it on the table. Would you like to wear it out? We have a changing room around the corner.
Sure.
She hands you the things.
Could I sell my my old armor?
You could, but it'll be half the value because it's been worn and used.
That's fine.
Okay.
So knock that off. You okay?
Yes.
Knock that off the price, I guess, of it.
All right. So as you walk off, she goes, "Just so you know, that'll be 20 gil."
Okay.
Because of the trade.
Mm-hmm. I'll toss her to the 20 gil.
So that right now is a pile of 40 gil, I believe.
Yep.
Because Hyacinth put down 20, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 40 on the table. Looks back to Corey. All you wanted was your axe sharpened, yes?
Sharpened and cleaned, that was it.
Okay, just making sure. Didn't want you to feel like you didn't get all you needed while you were here. Points to the Moogles. And you said you two were fine, so I believe that'll be... Does the math in her head. Looks at Hyacinth. This is a bit more than... This looks a bit more than normal. Did you want the change?
Actually, would you be able to make me something?
Would you like to have made?
I would like. And Hyacinth pulls out just a fork. It's a random fork. One of the ones that they got from the bandit hall. One of the metal ones.
Okay, say the bone or the metal one. Okay.
The metal one. The bone spoon is in Hyacinth's hair.
Oh yeah, right. You did put it in your hair. I forgot about that.
Just holds out a metal fork. Could you make this into an ear cuff for my ears? By hitting it a lot and curving it.
Yeah, that would be easy. That'll take about actually less time than it would be to fix all your weapons. You just want the one?
Yes.
Okay. She takes the fork and looks at it, then looks at your ear. How did you want it on your ear exactly?
I want it to stick close enough to where it won't get caught on things, but still look nice.
She blinks like 3 times, trying to like process what you said. So middle width of your ear?
Yes.
Okay. She walks over and gets close and doesn't want to touch you right away. So she has a piece of paper and places it behind your ear and like marks 2 lines of what the width of your ear is. And then goes.
So you know
go ahead.
you know the art that I did for Hyacinth?
Yes.
The fork that's on the ear?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Okay.
That's cute.
She after marking the width of your ear from on the paper, she circles a spot and shows it to you. About there on your ear is good.
Perfect.
She's like, okay, the axe will take an hour, your knives about 10-15 minutes each. This will take about 5 minutes each, so come back in an hour and a half and this should all be done.
So exciting.
Yes.
The cost of making that was just added to the currency, so the total is about even now.
That's fine.
And she's like, if that'll be all, we'll get to work on your things.
Great. Thank you.
As you go to leave, what are the 2 trip hazards doing? You guys said you were window shopping, so I'm curious where the hell you 2 were during all this.
I feel like DFA is instinctively always going to be drawn towards anything sweet.
Okay.
So she'd be looking for like a bakery or a candy store or like something like that.
So while they were shopping, DFA's just like, okay, no food, I'm out.
Yeah, basically. She was actually kind of insulted that this woman wanted to take her weapon from her.
I mean, yeah.
She has no concept of like, here, fix this for me.
Okay.
So in her mind, she's like, no.
Was DFA trying to be at all stealthy upon leaving?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I'm gonna say that none of you, because you guys were all shopping, only one that would have likely noticed DFA leaving would be Mogzio. If Mogzio said anything, is up to him.
I probably just would have left with her.
Okay, so you three notice that you're 2 Moogles down.
Well, I guess as long as Moxio is with her, it's fine.
It's probably fine.
Probably.
But what will you
I
do?
assume I'm done.
Famous last words.
Oh, good. I can walk freely now.
Oh God. So DFA is looking for a bakery. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're gonna cut to those two really quick. As you guys are leaving the blacksmith, about like 2 buildings down, DFA, you quickly will you roll me a perception? As you're looking. Yeah, roll a perception. See if you can like find a bakery or something, buy foods.
Non-natural 20.
Okay. Combined with the time you spent before joining the others, you have an idea where everything in town now is. You remember based on the blacksmith, if you walk down the street, there was a place that sold confectionaries. So of course you head straight there. Upon arrival, you notice the owner is just at the door, ready to open the shop.
She will stand and wait politely, with her hands clasped in front of her.
A better. Um, the owner is an older man, Elvan, and he notices the armor first because he just sees out the corner of his eye something like metallic. Oh dear. Can I help you?
Good morning. Are you open?
Gestures the door. I will be in a moment. Did you were you hoping for something in particular while I set up, or were you hoping to browse?
Browse.
Opens the door for you and gestures for you to walk on in. Welcome to my shop. Hopefully you're having a good morning.
It's very good. I had cake for breakfast.
Oh, hopefully you have room for more, because my shop aims to fill and please.
Always. And she's just gonna kind of look around just now, realizing, like, she didn't ask Moxio if he was coming with. She's so used to just always being within 5 feet of him.
Did Moxio follow?
Yeah, I would
Okay.
have followed. I might be like a little bit lagging behind, but
Okay.
I'm headed her direction.
She's like bouncing on the balls of her feet in excitement. And she's going to pull out like 30 gold, 30 gil. And she's going to say, "What can this get me?"
Um, Again, being an old Adavan, he is surprised that you just willy-nilly with your money, first of all, and goes, well, points to one whole wall is a display of different like baked goods from cakes, donuts, etc., and it's all on display. They were freshly made, and they're on display for you. And he's like, "Well, you can take your pick of that." The other wall has more elaborate desserts. I've not been to a confectionery in a long time, so forgive me for not knowing like what would be the fancier type of things. But you can use your imagination. The display near the counter is more for things like fresh bread, bagels, things of the nature. He's like, anything in the store would be available. It's just more of a matter of what is your current mood.
She looks like she's like in heaven. And she turns to Moxie and she goes, "I've never thought to ask you. What do you like?"
Moxio just kind of blankly stares for a moment. I'm not really sure.
The Elvon can hear
me
this. He goes, I'll let you two browse. When you're ready, I'll be at the counter. Take your time.
DFA's going to just grab Moxio by the hand and say, I have 30 gil to spend today. And we've made friends. Maybe I should get something for them.
Or they think that's nice.
And then she's going to proceed to spend the rest of her time picking out things like picking them up, putting them back down, picking them up, putting them back down, like trying to figure out, well, I didn't ask. Do they like bread? Do they like cake? Do they like cookies? What do they eat? Do they even eat sweets? What if they're allergic? Until she finally like figures it out for herself.
And what does she figure out?
She just gets like as much variety as she possibly can.
Okay.
Literally whatever 30 gil will get her. There are no wrong answers for her at this moment.
Alright. As you're going through and picking things up, the Elvon behind the counter is watching you with interest because you seem as exuberantly excited as you are. And just goes, I don't wish to distract you. You seem like you're on a mission. I cannot make a deal for today because first customer and all. If you would like, you can have one of everything for your 30 gil.
And she turns to Moxio. She goes, is that a good deal?
And I roll to see if that's a good deal.
Yeah, you could roll a let's see, would that be
Probably a praise.
Yeah, that would be an appraise. I was like it would either that or knowledge, but yeah, no, praise works.
Wow. I rolled a natural 20 for a 27.
You're aware that given the town being as like lower income as they are, the shopkeepers, their main point is to make a sale. Hearing that DFA is looking for 30 gil, the shopkeep's a nice older man. He wants to make her, feel like she's a good customer, but also he is trying to make a business. So him offering this, she is getting the better end of it. But also you can tell this man, his passion is baked goods. So for him, he just wants her to be satisfied.
All right. I'll nod to her.
She'll say 35 gil, one of everything.
The
God.
you guys are really nice to all the shopkeepers. You're gonna make these people have
We
like
love all of them.
you're gonna make them have a complex of like, wait, people are good with money? What the hell? I think
We're
once I'm
Them to
investing.
love us.
the shopkeep visibly gets overwhelmed and goes, of course. Raises a hand and says, hold on a moment. Goes into the back of the store, and while he's gone, you can hear like clattering behind the thing. He comes back with a 3-layer cake. Not like wedding 3-layer, but like it's just a 3-layer cake. He goes, this will be no charge, just for your patronage. Made it last night. The client didn't actually want it, so hopefully it's to your taste. I'll bag everything else up if you would like, so give me a moment. And goes around the shop, taking one of everything from the displays and starting to package it all for you.
They don't like cake?
It was more, I think, they didn't like the kind that I made. They wanted something else. Don't worry, don't worry. No worries at all. Looks to both of you. Will you be okay carrying all this, or would you need some help? I can fetch someone to help bring this wherever you're going.
DFA is gonna like look at her hands and then look back at what she has to carry and then look down again. She's gonna go, I think we might need help.
Of course. Are you staying at the local tavern?
She'll turn and look at Moxio. Are we staying at the local tavern?
Yes, the quenching cactus.
Okay, I will. I'll fetch someone from there to have. I'll fetch someone and have them bring it over for you. What is the name I'll be putting on it so that they know where to put the packages?
Uh, I guess DFA.
TFA. Is it spelled the way it sounds?
Yes.
Of course. He takes a, stationery, writes down DFA's name, puts it on top of one of the boxes, and starts like packaging everything else. I'll have it delivered to the tavern as soon as I can. It should be there by the time you get back. If that is all, I will leave you to it. You can leave your change on the counter, and yeah, he's very surprised that you were willing to pay extra over the deal.
She seems very pleased with this transaction, and she just kind of like skips out of the shop.
Have a good day. Thanks for the patronage.
Pleasure meeting you. What was your name?
Wyatt, sir.
Wyatt. Pleasure meeting you, Wyatt.
Totally stole my own character. Yes, as
What's
you.
the store's name?
Fuck you. I thought I escaped it. The store is called the Dapper.
The chocolate chocobo.
No, it's called the Dapper Plum.
If
Love
DFA knew that when she went in, she would have been a lot less friendly.
Why? Because it's dapper.
No.
Plums.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
They're
just
like
he
fake
likes
Kubo
plums. Wyatt likes plums, but he makes desserts with or without them. Don't worry. I thought I escaped that, and you had to ask me what it was called, you asshole.
Feel my pain.
Yeah, I know what your pain is now. As you two leave, I'm assuming the other three came out of the blacksmith looking for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
just a little nervous.
As you three exit the blacksmith and look around up and down the street, you don't see anything at first. Then you hear the clanging of a bell opening, or opening a door opening. Looking down, you see DFA skip out of a shop, looking mighty pleased with herself. But without context, that doesn't tell you anything.
I'm gonna wait and see if Moxio chases her or walks out calmly.
That's the true question.
After a couple seconds, or a few seconds, Moxie will just kind of like strut out.
Okay. I think we're good.
I mean, the place isn't on fire, so that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, did I get the arrows automatically, or did we go back and I get them?
No. She gave them to you automatically. Since they were right there in the shop.
Sweet.
Just like Elric has his new armor already equipped.
Shiny freaking.
Does Elric make clanging noises whenever he walks?
He sounds like Alphonse from FMA.
Oh no, that's gonna be a problem.
Also, because it is brand new shiny armor, whenever he moves a certain way, a little glint hits off of the armor.
Blinding.
He's a J.J. Abrams film.
One damage of blinding.
He's definitely not happy with the armor, but he needed something better.
Well, you can just remember, just because I say all that, you can determine what the color and all that is. So like, it can still be black armor.
Yeah, but it's gonna be shiny.
I mean, it hasn't been scuffed. It's shiny. It's new. Let's go roll in the fucking mountain for a while. Scuff it up.
I can beat you up if that'll make you feel better.
That's fine.
Oh,
No
do you two want to
no
fight?
No thanks.
I'm sure we can find a place for that.
There's an app for that.
Yeah, that's that.
There's
I am the app.
Corey is the app.
Do
Instead of
you need
Uber,
a
it's
swift kick in the
Lyft.
ass? This party has an app for that. It's called the Corey app.
I'm very good at that. Swift kick in the ass, swift kick in the nuts, whatever you need.
with stomping the nuts.
While you three have noticed the two Moogles, do you approach them or do you let them come to you?
I'm just glad to see they're in one piece.
Yeah. I think I'll let them come to us.
Okay.
Come to me.
Is DFA gonna like revel in her victory over the salesman?
She just greets everybody again. She makes no comment about where she was or what she was doing, and she just seems happy to see everybody again.
What thing we're doing now? Are we just a group that travels together?
Well, if we're taking that job together, I guess so.
For the time being, yeah.
We seem to work well together for the moment.
Let's... Actually, that's perfect. This would be a perfect time to take a quick break. Everyone can get up and do a quick stretcheroo.
Yeah.
Refresh their drinks or snacks if they need to. That includes the audience. Get up and do it. If anyone needs to take their meds or, check their blood sugar, they should do that too. Not saying names. But yeah, audience, we'll be back in just a bit. Don't go away.
Else we'll come and find you.
Okay. Hopefully everyone in the audience had a good break. We are back and ready to derail more of whatever I have planned. All in the name of fun, everyone. Okay. The group has gathered back together after DFA dessert shopping, and the other three went armor shopping. Was there any more parts of the town you want to explore?
Nothing I can think of.
I was contemplating spending money on a potion, but I think I'll...
Well, there is the general store if you want to go check that out.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to, actually. I think I'm just going to keep all the gil that I have.
Okay. I think how many of you actually have a healing potion on you?
Not I.
I think I have one. Let me check.
One, yeah.
So at the
don't
moment,
think
I think
do anyway. Where's my stuff?
But the moment, like two of you maybe have a healing item.
I do not, so I would like one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't either. I'll go buy.
So okay, so we're gonna
life
take a quick
juice.
detour to the general store.
Looks like.
Okay. As you guys get a store in person here, ready?
I was gonna say if you don't feel like RPing it, we can just say that we bought them.
Oh no, I don't mind. It's more just the I get into this all of a sudden one of you go, what's the name? Fuck you.
That's
It's
a weird
fun,
thing to name a
though.
store.
Especially a general store.
I mean, everyone's got a niche. Anyway, yeah, you guys do find the general store. It's not that far away. If DFA and Mogzio wish to join you, or head back to the tavern, it's up to them.
DFA would be inclined to go back to the tavern because she's waiting for her order.
That's fair. If that's the case, she can head right back and have no interruptions because it's a quiet town. Nothing would stop her unless her attention span causes a distraction. Mogzio, are you going to be joining DFA?
Yeah, I'll chaperone.
Okay, fair enough. The three of them will quickly head to the general store, which is not that far from the tavern, so you're not going to be that far from each other. Before anyone asks, it's called the Old Gnome. And on
There
the
are gnomes in Final Fantasy.
The old gnome,
yeah,
specifically. That's
yeah, just
really
the old
funny.
gnome. The Old Gnome General Store. Yeah, there's gnomes in Final Fantasy. Well, they're not gnomes by title, but for our purposes, yes. Inside there is a what called that? What the hell? Well, Hold on.
Are they the Lalafell?
No, the Tadu Tadus.
Yeah, basically Lalafell.
Those.
I'm throwing an image into the chat for you. They're adorable and I love them. They're like little hobbit people.
They're popotos.
Boop.
Oh,
Cute.
the potatoes.
Yes.
Oh my god, they're cute. And they do look kind of like Lalafell.
But yes, you find 3 of them inside the shop. All 3 like visibly
They're
jump.
very small.
Yes, they are very like compared to you. They are like their height is, I think, yeah, they're considered small size wise. So they're like you could pick one up with your hand.
Oh
Are they
no.
smaller than Moogles?
Yeah, they're smaller than Moogles.
Oh my gosh.
Not by much, but
That's-
like enough.
So cute and unnerving.
But all 3 like jump at the sight of you 3 and just hi, how can we help you?
Healing potions?
Yeah.
Hold on. One, not flutters, but like scampers behind the counter, calls out to the other 2, being like, go get the wares, go get the wares. The other 2 run in circles, collide with each other, and then start grabbing things from the shelves. You said healing potions. Anything else?
Good question. What
If-
What
else
other
don't I
wares
have?
do you have?
We have potion, ether, phoenix downs, antidote, soft, eye drops, and echo screens.
What does ether
I
do?
didn't-
Ether replenishes MP.
Key.
Oh, I don't need that.
Yeah.
Nope.
What does all of it do? Because it's been a minute since I
Nope,
played
that's totally
anything.
fine.
Final Fantasy.
A regular potion restores 1d6 plus 1 HP.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it, before you ask, it is used by ingesting. And, hey,
Got shotgun it.
do not shotgun the potion. An echo screen cures silence. Eye drops cure blind. Soft cures petrification. Antidote cures poison. And Phoenix Downs do. It revives one dead ally like a raise that has been dead no longer than 1 minute.
Okay.
So if you use that, it has to be like within the next like
Unless
immediate.
you're stabbed by a specific sword.
You know, we were gonna pretend that didn't happen. Then you had to go say something. Moment of silence for Aerith, I guess. Spoilers.
Just saying, bro.
Press F in the chats for Aerith, I guess, if you care. Some people say she had it coming. Some people still mourn her.
She deserves better.
Better than Cloud, yes.
Yes, she deserves better.
Anyway, but yes,
And you said ether restores MP?
yes.
Okay.
But they do also they let you know like in a very nervous tone. We only have 1 Phoenix down. Sorry. They're hard to come by.
We should probably get that, right?
I imagine it's a little pricey.
I imagine so.
You want me to tell you the price of it?
Yeah.
Yes.
One
Free.
Phoenix down in this shop is 1,400 gil.
Jeez.
Maybe we can get that later.
We can't get that now.
It's
Oh.
essentially doing raise without the spells, so like it's got to be a little pricey. As dear breaks in the window and steals it.
How much for the healing potions and the ether?
One ether is 50 gil, and the potions are 20 gil each.
I'll get 2.
2 potions or 2 ethers?
2 potions.
Okay, so that'll be 40
I'll
gil
get
for
one
you.
potion. I'll get one potion.
So 60? Unless you're paying individually.
Paying individually.
Okay, so 40 for Corey, 20 for Hyacinth. Elric, how much are you spending on yourself?
Well, I still have that one potion from before, so I'm good.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have much money now anyway.
All right. Either way. Potion, fine. No problem. All right, so the male tower at the desk goes, for you 40 gil, for you 20 gil. The other 2 jump up on the counter and hand you both what you ordered.
I will hand over my money very carefully because they're small and take my stuff.
Same.
All right. They look at you 3 expectantly. Will that be all?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, I can't think of anything else I need
Okay.
here anyway.
If you need anything else, you know where to find us. Thank you for your patronage. All 3 of them jump down from the counter and just go back to what they were doing. As they do, each one of them walks between your legs to try to get by without trying to like disturb you.
Oh god.
Well, with
real trip hazards.
With Corey, they like one moves through like without even effort. Elric, they had to like dodge a bit and be like, "Oh, sorry." Hyacinth, the one just kind of like slide tackles under, and then continues moving. And
it's weird being tall.
And they pretty much ignore you from then on as you stay in the shop before leaving. Are you planning on staying, or are you 3 just heading back out to join? Okay,
we head back to the tavern then.
And before I move on, do you 3 want to know their names?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
The one who was in the counter is named Emmett.
Oh.
The other one, the one who handed Corey the potion, was named Toto.
Oh.
And the last one was named Sybil.
Sybil?
I love them already.
That's so cute.
Fucking ass. Things.
Gotta make good relations.
You have to have names for things, otherwise it winds up like it is in my IV campaign where everyone's named Gertrude.
Starting session 4, everyone that's not a player is now named Gertrude. Thank Adrian for that. Anyway, you guys.
It's just the default.
You all head back to the tavern, uninterrupted, unmolested, and unbothered, to find the Moogles doing what, per se?
Has my delivery been made?
Your delivery has been made.
It is in a literal pile up on a table. And DFA, if she notices them returning, will excitedly like wave and just gesture everything on the table. Just with like a really big smile.
The 3 of you enter to find a pyramid of like bakery boxes, all on a table with DFA and Mogsio at the table. All of the boxes are not opened yet, but DFA is looking extremely pleased with herself as she waves you over.
I guess walk on over.
This looks interesting.
It's like what's this then?
What's all this
I went
then?
shopping.
I see.
I see that.
See.
Well, I didn't know what any of you like, and we're friends now. And so I went, and I thought, well, if I just get one of everything, then they'll probably like something. And she just like starts handing boxes. Like she doesn't even know which is in each one. But she just starts kind of like thrusting them into people's arms.
So, just because I'm going to go down a list so you guys can decide what you guys take out of the boxes. One box is entirely donuts. Like, baker's dozen, variety of donuts. Another box is bagels. One box is a best way to describe it is ziggurat stacking of fudge brownies. One is a completely chocolate mousse cake. One box has a bunch of cupcakes, muffins, stuff like that. One box that DFA does not pass over just because she doesn't. It is like a snow globe shaped chocolate and strawberry crumble ball with little jujus inside. Yes, I'm going down a list of confectionery treats.
Woo!
One box is best way to describe it is like they're pretty much cookies. Shaped like tonberries, cactars, chocobos, all the different creatures you know from this kind of universe.
Mm-hmm.
Is there one that looks like me?
There is a mailman Moogle sugar cookie, yes. There's also a this one mine. There is one box of tiramisu. I never know how to say that. There is a thing of cheesecake, one of pie, and then a box of assorted cookies, and that is all that I'm listing. Any diabetics who feel sick, I apologize.
I've dropped the list in the notebook.
Oh God.
I would like cheesecake. I will share.
I'll take a bagel and a donut.
I guess I'll grab a donut.
Are there any of these that are purple?
Anything specific you're looking for to be purple, or just in general?
Just in general.
Some of the cupcakes and sugar cookies have purple like icing and all that. The one of the donuts, instead of being like a typical glaze, has a rainbow glaze.
Oh.
Which one's gonna fight for the rainbow?
The rainbow.
Okay. And before anyone asks, it's about, we'll say, mid-morning, almost noon, so brunch time.
I'll have a bagel and a chocobo cookie.
All right, fair enough. As you guys sort your meal, you can decide what you're doing for the rest of the day.
Hyacinth is going to take 2 bagels up to Issa and Dell and disappear for a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna go upstairs and see the others. Okay.
Yes, and put like all the arrows with the short bow.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, in your room. Okay.
Yes.
Just so I can get that away. When you go upstairs, Dell is sound asleep,
Oh.
curled up in a ball like a puppy.
Oh.
Precious.
Upon entering
on the nightstand.
Yeah, as you entered, they don't move. They don't like react to you. They are covered in a blanket though, and they're not as like fidgety in their sleep as they were when you arrived. You said you go check on.
Gonna leave.
You said you go check on Issa too.
I'm just gonna leave a bagel on Dell's nightstand, and then just like pat the side of the bed and say it's like, you did good. Scary, but good. And then leave and go see Issa.
As you walk out, you hear Dell in their sleep going, manacles. Like not in like in a specific tone, just like almost like they're reliving what they did.
Poor baby.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you go to Issa's room next.
Yes.
Issa's asleep as well. According to Penny, who's walking up and down the hall, checking things as you're going up there, they had passed out a while ago, saying that they didn't feel well. They were going to just sleep off whatever was bugging them. Because you know what happened, you're assuming it's more the fight, loss of friends, getting kicked in the face twice by Elric. Having a door slam in their face. They're a little, they need to sleep off. They need to walk it off.
I'm gonna leave the bagel, but I'm also gonna leave the book on how to breed chocobos.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And take a minute to take all of the strands of hair from the bandits.
Okay.
Because Hyacinth probably separated them out.
Yes.
And put them in the pages of the book with a note that just says, put these in the forest for them. Let them rest.
Okay.
And on top of it, put Oscar's dog tags that have the lock of his hair wrapped around it too. And put that on top of the book. And then just leave the bagel for him too.
Okay. Again,
And just leave and go back downstairs.
For such a chaotic bunch, the level of wholesome is like, it's like fucking whiplash. All right, so back downstairs. What did the rest of you doing while Hyacinth was all playing Den Mother?
Enjoying that donut, apparently.
Such a good donut.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 so you can enjoy the donut.
I'm hungry now.
See if I enjoy the donut.
Hey,
Let him enjoy the donut.
You haven't rolled anything in a while. I'm making you roll something.
Is Wyatt actually a good baker?
Wyatt is an excellent baker. However, Elric did not check to see what type of donut it was, and he learned the hard way it was jelly filled.
Apparently, I don't like jelly.
No. It's not that you don't like them. You just weren't prepared for it, so now there's jelly all over your face.
Great.
Like, you made a mess of yourself in front of everybody.
You look like D-Fay.
Yeah.
You hadn't rolled today. I had to make you do something.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I think I'm gonna let you get away with that. Okay. But yeah, Hyacinth returns.
When you discover a new allergy.
I'm not that mean. I mean, actually, maybe I am, but not today.
You are that mean.
Not today.
Another day.
Maybe later when we have more HP.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Should have rolled perception on the donut.
PK via muffins.
Yeah.
Plot twist: the baker was a BBG all along. He just wanted to get rid of you at level 2.
No.
Not Wyatt.
But yes, Hyacinth returns as Elric makes a mess of himself via the donut. And I'm assuming, because you guys also remember the job, you guys are going to discuss what you're going to do.
Yeah, I was going to say we should probably rest and possibly go in the night if we're worried about it being illegal.
Okay.
Alec's gonna agree.
Yeah,
The
that
way
guy.
Gale made it sound, illegal doesn't really matter around here.
That's another point.
Should we
Like I
ask
said-
about that villa?
Up to you guys.
Couldn't hurt. Or it could. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm assuming you're going to ask Penny, as she is the current bartender still.
I was going to say, is there something I could roll to find out who the best person to ask would be? Like my knowledge local.
That's a good suggestion. Good roll. Go for it.
Can I help with that and give him advantage?
You can. Look at that.
Because I also have that.
Okay. You got me 1 point higher. 23.
Because again, DFA and Mogsio were here before Corey and Dell arrived, and God only knows what they were doing the time while they were there. Mogsio, you learned that the best people to ask about the villa, because of like how well they're involved in the town, would either be Penny, Jonas, or one of the guild members, but you're not sure where the guildsman is. Last time you saw him was at the docks, and that was when you arrived. So for all you know, he could be anywhere in town.
So, sorry, can you go over that again? It was Penny,
Jonas, the other bartender, or one of the guildsmen.
Okay.
So either way,
Gotcha.
you can ask one of the bartenders, and they'll know. Whichever one you ask is up to you.
Okay. I suppose I will wait for an opportunity where Penny has a free moment.
Okay. The rest of you, for the most part, you decided what you guys gonna rest until the night.
Yeah.
And
Not before wiping myself off, though.
I'm curious because the silent Moogle is a scary Moogle. What has DFA been doing while they've all been enjoying breakfast?
She passed out a bunch of stuff to whoever was still in there, and then she was slowly taking a box up to the room, and then coming back down, and then taking another box up, and coming back down until everything was put away.
For those playing at home, visually, everyone's around a table discussing. You just see the top of DFA's helmet moving by, almost like a Muppet, off screen. And as this happens, the boxes decrease one by one from the table. And when DFA is done, I'm assuming you're gonna return and just be like, okay, what's the plan? It seems like you're gonna take all of them, right?
She took like every single box once everybody had already taken something.
Okay.
And then she just sits down like she still doesn't know that there's a job to be done. She did not listen, didn't ask to be filled in because as far as she knows, nothing happened. So she just sits there kind of rocking in place and having her own little fun time.
Is anyone observing DFA's internal moment?
I'm going to look at her to tell her thank you and just kind of hesitate for a second before saying, thanks for the food, DFA.
Hearing her name, her head will like snap towards you and be like, "You're welcome." And then she just goes back to just kind of rocking in her chair, doing her thing.
I don't know why, but all around me are familiar faces just playing in my head. I feel like that's
Joke's on you.
no,
It's the sound of silence.
no. I feel like that's Mogzio whenever DFA does that. Okay, so if that's the case, if the plan is to rest, I can give you guys all a long rest since you haven't since fighting the giant judge and everything. So
Nope.
True.
you guys can mark yourselves however you do it as getting a long rest. All the way up to your as you go up to your room though, Mogzio, you do get to see Penny coming out of a room that she just finished cleaning, and you are able to ask your questions, whatever they be.
Okay.
So
I'd just be like, Penny, if I could have a moment of your time, do you know anything about this manor to the it was the north of town, right?
just outside, like to the
Outside
north,
of town.
aye, the old villa, yeah. What about it?
Do you know the owners by chance?
The owners. Fuck. Poor souls. They were the family that found the town. Came here, discovered that the quality of timber was good. Brought a bunch of people with them, set up the town to work the land, produce the timber for anyone who needed it, and they ran the town in the family for years. About, I don't know, maybe a century ago. Last member died, and had another member of the family since.
Okay, so no one owns it currently.
No. We had discussed once during a meeting to just tear it down and use it for material, but been here since the town was made. We didn't know if it was really right to get rid of it.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
Also, God's forbid, there is a family member out there. We would be ashamed to take away something that's rightfully theirs.
But as far as you know, all of them are dead.
Yeah. No one's came to claim it. No one's lived in it. 70, 100 years, give or take. Just sits there. Good way to scare the kids to say it's haunted, but if you ask me, it's just empty.
Okay. Well, I cannot think of anything else to ask.
She gives you a puzzling look and goes, "You don't mind me asking, what brought up the villa?"
Well, we had someone approach us about looking into it as far as like, maybe a potential buyer.
Oh, oh, well,
So I'm trying to facilitate, get a little extra side gill.
I get you. Well, if
I
you,
wouldn't even know who to ask.
I can ask around for you if you'd like. Probably take me about a day or so. Check everyone.
Sure. I mean, if the founders of the town are no longer there, who's the mayor?
Don't have a mayor currently. We have a just like a town council, I guess you can call it.
Who's on the council?
We got Robert Valentino. Lovely lad. Just too much to drink sometimes, though. We also got Gideon Powers and what's her name? Derland. I think her name was Wendy Derland. Yeah, Wendy.
Wendy Derland.
Anyone knows where I got those names? No, you don't.
Not
Okay.
saying nothing.
Like, yeah, I can go check around and ask about them if you want. But no, I'll get back to you when I get information if that's what you've been wanting.
Sure.
That sounds good. You lot seem to be going to bed. So would you like to not be disturbed?
Only disturb us if someone else disturbs the others.
Takes a minute to like understand what you said. Okay, I can do that. Yeah. Have a good rest, and thanks again for doing what you did with the bandits. Like, they've been harassing us for so long.
Yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all. Thank you very much for honoring Jonas's deal.
Hi. Speaking of, he'll be taking over around a little after lunch before dinner. So if you wake up and I'm gone, he'll be in charge for the night.
Okay, sounds good.
Have a good rest, and she leaves.
What does a long rest do for your health?
Long rest replenishes everything.
Okay.
Because the idea is you're sleeping away all your problems. And dear God, watching Vox Machina, I never realized what the power of a long rest was. But yeah, any status, health, spell slots, everything's replenished.
Got it.
Except for the jelly donut, that's gonna live with you forever.
Yeah. Not all statuses, but
Well, currently for you guys, anything you have going on is fine. If you guys got necrotic problems, well, then you can't sleep that off.
Yeah.
Try. But yeah, you guys get a long rest. I'm gonna assume you guys say like what, 8 to 10 hours of sleep?
Okay.
Because you guys went to bed around like midday, like a little after brunch, so midday. You'd wake up around sundown like you wanted.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
The sun's setting.
You guys sure you aren't vampires? No. Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. When you awake, Dell's still in their room. They said that they would have joined, but they need time. They'll help out when they're ready. Excuse me. Issa had left during the day and apparently has been in town looking for something. And they said they'd be back later when they're able to. So as you guys head downstairs, well rested and ready to face the evening. That sounds so weird saying it out loud. You find the tavern is full of different patrons. Jonas is behind the bar. The massive Volcus is at the door, watching and waiting for anything to go wrong, and the evening is yours.
So where is everybody?
You guys are all coming downstairs into like the main floor of the tavern after your sleep.
Okay.
You guys can decide what the plan is for this place.
All right. So I guess I suggest to them maybe we should talk about what we're gonna, how we want to approach this manor or villa.
Well, it doesn't sound like there's going to be any like guards or resistance or anything because it's abandoned. So
We thought the last house we went to was abandoned too.
We did.
well, we
I'm
did
gonna-
hear people inside. I think.
I'm gonna nod and say, expect the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah, just I mean, it sounded like what's his name, Gale
Yep.
said to watch our steps. So I mean, keep it well lit and watch the floorboards.
Oh, once you guys came down, Jonas comes up to Hyacinth and Corey and says, by the way, something came for you from town," and points to the corner of the tavern. Your weapons have been returned.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Nice.
Completely forgot you guys were sleeping for 8 hours, so that 1 hour for your stuff to be made completely passed while you were sleeping. There was a note on them saying if you have any problems with the ear cuff, let them know. If the weapons aren't working, they will do their best to fix it beyond that. Yeah, you guys have your stuff back. Anyway, continue.
I think we're probably as prepared as we're going to be. So, as soon as we're all ready.
Oh, Elric is nod and say he's ready to go.
We should let Del know where we're going.
Good idea.
Who's going to volunteer to go tell Dell?
DFA volunteers.
Oh god, here it goes.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Part of me hoped
no.
this, the other part of me is like, oh god, who's it going to be? DFA, you go upstairs to Dell's room, and what do you do?
I make a stop at my room first, and I grab one of the bakery boxes.
Okay.
I go in there, and I go, "We're going somewhere. I don't know where. Here you go." And I just kind of drop it on the bed. And I go, "If we die, there's more in my room. Bye." And just walk out.
No.
I love her.
For the audience's sake, not DFA's, because DFA did not obviously care to stay and like get a response. Dell watches the box fall on the bed. They're looking a little bit better. It's been like a full day since everything happened. They were gonna open the box, but the minute DFA says if we die, there's more in my room, they instantly stop what they're doing and just slowly turn their head like, I'm sorry, what?
Yana just keeps going out the room and shuts the door and goes back downstairs. Goes, "Okay, I'm ready."
We will trust that that was accomplished tactfully.
Maybe take a bagel so we can leave a trail of breadcrumbs.
It's an option.
Just what aren't we gonna eat?
Okay. Okay. Anyway,
I know Elric's gonna avoid the donuts from now on.
hope for the best.
Leave a trail of strawberry jelly.
To a concerned Dell, that may look like blood and cause more problems.
Yes, I understand this.
And then they're just gonna flashback. Oh no.
My friends, Anyway, yeah, you guys head out into the night. You were told, Moxio by Penny where to go to get to the villa, so you remember where to go and lead the party. As you approach it, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is an old manor, villa, however you want to describe it. About 2 stories tall, made of brick, clay, you know, extremely in disrepair over the generations.
Okay.
There is no sign of anyone around, and as you approach it, you can see that over time, people have probably gone in and out of it. Like every place has them, where kids go to, like, oh, it's the abandoned place. We're gonna go explore because we're fucking edgy. There's some things like spray painted on the sides. Well, not spray painted, but like there's graffiti. The gardens area is completely overrun. Nature has like not been tended to at all. There's fencing, rusted, tattered. It's kind of spooky though, because abandoned.
Sure. All right. How big is this place? Like, it's like a manor, or like?
Size wise, about the same size as a manor. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
It's got a main floor, then like a secondary floor that's about the same size as the main floor. I want to say 15 room sized.
Okay, so really big. Okay.
Yeah.
Very big.
I guess, can I case the place and then see if there's like another like side building or like a rear like balcony
Yeah, you can do
Or-
that.
or a back door?
If you would like to do that, roll for
Perception.
I'm going back and forth between navigate and perception, but yeah, perception sounds the better option.
Well, it's never too soon to use your daily reroll 1.
What you get just before you redo it.
I got a natural 1.
Well, good thing you have those luck points.
Yeah, if I didn't long rest, I wouldn't be able to reroll it. So there goes. Oh my god, that wasn't much better. 11.
You are able to do as much as you can with the circumstances. Navigating it is a bit difficult. As I said, the nature's coming like overgrown. You don't see so much a balcony that you could actually use quickly and safely for the others. You and DFA maybe, but the other 3 probably would not be as safe to climb it.
Okay.
You also notice that there's a lot of broken glass around the like the surrounding, because like the windows have been broken out and all that.
Okay.
Other than that, it's the best entrance would be the main one.
Well, whenever I finish, I'll be like, it looks like the front door is the way to go.
Should we sneak in?
I mean, we'll be as quiet as possible.
Definitely can't hurt.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Especially after last time.
It's always better to surprise something than have something surprise us.
Oh yeah.
Very valid point. Elric's going to suggest, having seen everyone in action, especially Moxio, that Moxio should probably scout in the front, and Elric will be right in the middle where he can get to anyone he needs to.
All right. If you guys are gonna be stealthing, those who are stealthing roll for that. Those who suffer from a penalty, You know what to do.
Let's see here.
28.
My giant
No,
Hmm,
Mogsy's.
self.
Non-natural 20.
Googles are
22.
fine. Wait, what, you said you too?
22.
Okay, so far that's 3.
Hold on, I have to add real quick.
We may
18
have to do math.
minus 1,
I
7.
hate
So
it.
much math.
I got 17.
Okay.
I got I got a 14.
Yeah, you all pass. For the most part, you all successfully, stealthily make it to the front door. They're large oaken. I want to say, what, is it oval or the rounded doors? Not the square, like not the square door, but the other ones. One's hanging off the hinge, so you can see inside already. And the main hall, you can see when you walk in, is a large square room, a stairwell at the far end that leads to 2 stairs going up to the second floor, and a chandelier sits on the floor, fallen from where it hung. Along the 2 walls on the sides are different rooms, and the column and arches that hold up the second floor landing. The floor itself is a dirty and long overdue for cleaning marble with a ornate trimming along the side of the room, and the landing is a stone and wood material.
Okay. What kind of light we got in here? Just moonlight, pretty much?
Yeah, you got the natural light from everything. Where the chandelier should have been in the ceiling is a broken ceiling, so there is moonlight coming in from above.
Okay.
So then there's not a top floor.
No, there is a top floor, but the top floor goes outward. The main hall is the 2 floors open up like an Italian manor.
Like a grand hall kind of thing.
That's the word. Yeah, someone knew what I was talking about. I don't know architecture. My father's an architect. Father's an architect. Do I know what the fuck he talks about? No.
Okay, what are our exits looking like?
The main door you came in.
Uh-huh.
Along the 2 sides of the room, there are 4 doors, 2 on each side. And from where you guys are standing, up on the second floor, there are 6 doors, 3 on each side. So from where you're standing, there are 10 doors leading to other parts of the manor.
This was a big house.
Hey, rich
Okay.
people, man.
Well,
Rich people like places to put their shit.
someone want to pick?
Did I just hear a cat?
I heard something.
No, that was a wheeze.
Okay. Oh, I
Cat,
thought it was
wheeze,
cat.
same thing.
I'm going to suggest DFA could pick.
Yeah, that works as well as anything else.
The DM prepares a TPK. No, sorry.
She just goes, what am I picking?
Pick a door. Any door.
She's gonna close her eyes and just point.
So instead of roll a d10, figure out which door.
I will roll a d10 for the since. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay. We have. You guys got door number 3, which will be the right side door in the back corner.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's
That's
going
actually
first?
the one I was going to pick.
Who's going to touch the door?
Is that me or Hyacinth?
Not it.
I can
Hyacinth,
already
you wanna
feel
play the
everyone
game?
doing noses.
I'll do it. What am I rolling for?
Oh no, you're just gonna open the door.
Sure. I have a dagger ready.
Okay, you're gonna ready up.
Ready the weapon.
Same way I opened that bandit door.
Camus rolled
yeah.
screaming. I may go out screaming just as well. The door resists you at first. Clearly has not been opened in a long time, and the hinges are stuck a bit. But with a bit of effort, you are able to finally like jimmy it open enough where it doesn't creak, but that groan of rusted metal when you're opening it gives way to what looks to be an armory.
Oh.
Along the walls, the 3 walls as you enter, are spaces for armor stands. And in the middle is 5 casings, well, display cases that would have been holding like different swords, daggers, different weapons that you could place inside of them.
Interesting.
Clearly, for the record, there's no armor in the room. The stands are like bare, and the display cases are empty.
Mm-hmm.
Robos can't steal anything
Yet.
It's been empty for 100 years. If there's anything like that still in there, I'd be impressed.
Granted.
Especially given the fact the town's poor, they probably smelted all that shit down for materials.
No, I mean that's fair. That's valid.
But yeah, you are able to enter the room. It's
Give it a good glance.
It is
anything.
It is dark though, just letting you know.
Ooh.
Because again, there's no torches, nothing's lit.
Is it completely dark, or is there like a little bit of light?
There are a few
I have low
windows.
light.
So
Yeah, I
there's
have low
it's
I have
natural
low light, too.
it's natural moonlight.
Okay,
I
so
light a torch.
be able to see a little bit.
You gonna light a torch, you say? Okay.
I will light a torch.
Everyone must now watch where they step twice as much because there's now fire at your knees.
No, God.
Yikes.
Mogzio is the
Look
Lorax, he
around.
speaks for the trees. Watch where you step or he'll burn your knees.
Technically, I speak for the trees.
You and the trees are having a really, really bad relationship.
This is fair.
But
It's
yeah, if
very
you wish to explore the
complicated.
armory, you can, or you can move on to the next room.
Just a quick explore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elric's gonna ask, like, what exactly were we looking for again?
A globe.
Hmm.
A
Yeah,
metal
that-
globe.
If you do wish to examine the room, you can just roll a quick perception. And let me know what you get.
Okay.
16.
All here was teen. What?
I got
16.
I got a 5, 6.
I got a 19.
16.
So 16, 19.
26.
26.
DFA?
21.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Elric.
sorry.
I got a 6.
Elric,
Oh,
you were able to perceive there are things in this room.
There are things.
Ah,
Nothing. You can't determine value. You're just like, this was an armory.
There sure
this
are.
sure is some stuff.
This is some stuff.
DFA, you and Mogzio, because you're closer to the ground, are able to notice the displays actually have inside them the recesses that for what was in there. You're able to determine that one was for swords, one was for daggers, one was for like warhammers, not 40k though. One was for greaves and so on. You also notice that the armor stands, they show signs that someone who removed the armor did it in a hurry because there's like cracks and forcibly removed marks all over the stone. Hyacinth and Corey, excuse me, you notice that one of the windows is broken outward, implying that someone forced their way out through it once.
I would like to take a closer look at that window.
Roll a perception again.
Okay.
Look with your special eyes.
That is a 15.
You can't tell when the window is broken clearly because there would be no way to tell. But as you suspected, whatever broke the window or whoever jumped out from this room and landed outside the window and left through there. As the ground outside the window, like right outside of it, is not disturbed, but clearly stuff has been hitting it once in the past. And it has just never recovered from it.
On to the next room.
Yeah. That
Yep,
doesn't
suppose
look
so.
as suspicious as I thought.
Okay. So is DFA going to pick again at random?
I mean, I like that idea.
Why
Who's
not?
effective?
All right. DFA going to spin around to do another check?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to have... Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. We have door number 6. That is second floor. That will be the first door on the left on the second floor. Who's the lucky door opener?
I did it last time. It's Magazio's turn.
All right. I'll roll perception to check for traps.
Okay, roll perception.
Let's see. Well, if it's hidden from me, it's a 15. So,
No traps. You do notice, though, as you come up the stairs into landing, there are weaker spots on the floor.
Yep.
Some of the wood is rotting, so you're able to like notice before you step on it and just take a plummet to back down to the first floor.
okay.
But other than that, it is safe.
Flashbacks.
Okay. I'll point out the spots like last time.
Okay. The others obviously follow and safely make it behind you as you reach the door.
Okay. And I'll try the door.
The door opens quite easily. You find yourself standing in a workshop. The room's containing several shelves lined with clearly moldy and musty books. Corey's favorite thing. Scale replica of the villa is actually in the middle of the room. There's a few desks, and this room was clearly furbished to be a sitting room and a workshop for someone who would be either doing projects, going through the ledgers of the town. This was more or less a study. If the party wishes to investigate it, they're more than welcome to, or they can just move on and say, fuck this.
Probably look for any non-destroyed books or just anything else of interest.
Okay, roll a perception.
16 perception. I got a 16 again.
Hyacinth, like, navigates around the room. Are you specifically looking at anything, or just in general?
Just in general.
Okay, what did you get, Moxia?
Yeah, just a 10.
I got an 18.
16, yay.
Moxio, as you're looking at the books, you can only reach so many. All the ones you find are still, like, they're gone. Like, as you pull some of them out, you just can, like, see the dust cloud your vision. One of them comes out with a cobweb that does not let go of the book.
Ugh.
Gross.
Yeah. Elric, you said 16?
So did I.
Okay, so
I got an
18? Or just 8?
18.
Okay. Elric and Hyacinth, you noticed that the replica is an exact scale model, not only the villa, but the actual villa in town. And it is to scale from when the town was founded. Even going as far as to have little miniature people, the people that founded it. Somehow that has survived all the years in a glass case. Corey, you are able to notice that on one of the desks is an old, dusty ledger. It is written in common, and it is all of the income of the town over the years back when it was used. You can barely read it because it's been so long, but what you are able to read tells you that this was the town's income ledger.
This might be important or it might not. I'll pocket it for now.
Okay. It's the librarian, and you hate you for this.
I mean, not really. Nobody's getting any use out of it here.
These books are not being read by anyone.
Exactly.
Oh,
I am helping them.
I only said it because I remember Adrian's tweet today about hating books that have aged.
God, mold. I'm not gonna get started on that right now.
Yeah. DFA, are you doing anything, or are you just chilling in the doorway?
I'm just chilling until I'm told to pick another door.
Okay. If you guys are done searching, you guys can move on. But there is no globe in this room.
Okay.
Now,
On to the next one.
DFA gets to do another spinny spin.
DFA, if you will.
I'm just picturing DFA like on their lance, spinning like a little dreidel. Nope, that's gotta reroll.
No, but she does it on one foot.
You already rolled that number, so we try again. Yep, back downstairs for door number 2. That is across the hall from the room you guys did first. Which one of you is next to open a door? Mogzio and Hyacinth already tried.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay. You're just gonna walk up to the door bravely?
Yep.
The door resists you a bit. Not as much as it did with Hyacinth, but it does give it, like, you gotta push on it. As you push it in, the entire wood of the door just breaks apart on you. And you are now standing holding the door hinge.
Jesus.
And you're just like, yep, that's about right.
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah, good.
I'm just gonna look awkwardly. Sorry.
Elric, you have found the weapons room.
I assume there are no weapons.
There are no weapons. Much like the armory, this room is used for the security of the villa. There are stands along the 4 walls for like spears, bows, all the like things you would use to protect the place. There were 4 dressers. What would have been inside them is the arrows, the bolts, any kind of ammunition for any kind of long range. And in the middle of the room is a crest of the founders of the house, and it is emblazoned on a like a shield. Not a practical shield, but like, a display shield.
So I guess just take a look around again.
Yeah, if you want to perceive, or you can just say, fuck, it's not, what we're looking for.
11.
It's very rusty. Like, this thing is not even usable, but it is still there.
14.
All right, hold on. This thing is barely still in one piece. A falchion.
A what?
Falchion.
Oh, falchion.
Yep. Again, the blade is rusted beyond hell.
Yeah.
So if you want to take it, it's not going to be usable, or you can just drop it and leave it where you found it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it.
You said you rolled a 14?
Yeah.
On the floor, just like the falchion he found, but out of place, a butcher's knife.
Mine.
Of course she took it. Throw this plank at home. Remember, whenever Hyacinth takes silverware, an angel gets its wings. What about
Or
Corey,
Google.
Mogzio? Are you two searching, or are you just waiting?
I'm waiting.
I'll
time.
search. Why not?
Okay.
I'm keeping a lookout.
Okay.
23.
23. You're able to open one of the dressers, and you are able to find a somehow still in good condition leather quiver.
Okay.
No arrows, obviously. Those things would have just gone way long. But like this thing is still sturdy. The top and bottom parts, like right where the leather's bent in with a seam, the seam is lined with like golden thread.
So like a nicer than usual quiver,
Yeah,
or just
yeah.
like a
It's still a basic quiver, but it's just the people who owned it were fancy and made it look prettier.
gotcha.
The strap you'd wear to hold it on your back has the family crest where the latch would be and all that. You know, it's just a fancy man's quiver.
Okay.
You can take it or leave it. It's up to you.
Okay, and sorry. The only other thing we really found in here was like the rusty shield.
The rusty shield that is emblazoned with the family's crest, and Elric found a rusty falchion that is just not going to get any use out of that.
Okay.
So you two are still waiting, Yafei and Corey?
Yep.
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 Making sure nothing sneaks up on us.
Good. As the other three come back out, Yafei does her best pirouette. Door number 10. That would be the top right last door when you come up and go like wrap around.
I love that all of you are just following her with no rhyme or reason to where she's going. It's just upstairs, downstairs, over here, over there.
I mean, at this
the
point,
reason Erlich suggested is just like, you know what, let's just let fate go with it.
also, the one thing in chat I had to look over and see: arrow quiver, more like pocket sand holder.
Pocket sand holding.
True.
Anything's a pocket sand holder if you're clever enough.
That's true.
But yeah, you guys reached the stairs. Who is going to be the brave one?
It can
I'll
be
give
the
it a shot this time.
Okay.
go for it.
Let me look at the door for a second.
You're going to perceive the door?
I'm going to perceive the door. I
Just
am going to.
If one perceives
what
a door too long, the door will perceive back.
What do I need to roll to check for traps? Even though I'm probably not good at this.
That'd be perception.
Oh, okay. I'm actually not bad at that. That is a 15.
There are no traps. You're actually able to notice this door is unlike the other ones you guys have tried so far. This one seems more privacy based. So as
Like
you go,
somebody's trying to keep us out.
no, like private, like you know how in most homes bathrooms will have a different door than like say a bedroom.
Okay, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just like a privacy door. That way, no one can see or hear in.
All right.
You
Can I
fi-
kick it?
You can kick the door if someone's in there eating lunch. I swear to God.
Yay! That is a 18 to kick the in.
With a big, proud smirk on your face, you look to the rest of the others and go, "Watch this." Lean back and just full on Spartan kick the door in.
Yeah.
Both
Nice.
hinges release it as you kick it.
Nice.
The door
Alex-
flies in
Yeah.
and shatters against the back wall.
Nice.
Splinters on the floor.
God, that's fun.
Isn't it?
That's what I have to do when I don't have anything to fight.
Corey's real enemy is doors.
Have I disturbed anything?
What's the door kill count?
The door kill count is 2. No, 3. So I forgot
3.
you-
I-
Three.
I forgot you did one too. Anyway, you didn't disturb. You didn't really disturb anything per se. I mean, you disturbed everyone watching, I guess. But no, the door had a clean shot to the back wall. And it's shattered against the material of the wall.
Hell yeah.
Are you gonna walk in before everyone else? Or are you gonna let everyone else go first?
I'll take a careful step in after I've just kicked the door in, you know.
Fair enough. You enter and find you are looking at a bedroom. Well, what's left of the bedroom. It was well furnished. If that's today, not different story. The four-poster bed is on the left side. A massive wardrobe on the right wall. The back wall, just to the left of where the door shattered, is a like I want to say like a nightstand type table with a ornate chest on it.
I will tell the others it seems safe first, and I will examine the fancy chest.
Okay. Are you going to examine with perception or just examine like,
I will examine perceptively.
Yeah, thank you.
That is another 15, Jesus.
Carefully approach it. Obviously, in your experience, just because it's a chest doesn't mean it's trapped, but also it's left here and everything else has been seemed to be taken, so why is it still here?
Yeah.
Um,
Sus.
it's handcrafted, very, very ornately decorated. Clearly, someone paid a fortune for it. Go to carefully open it, and it is not a mimic. Everyone can sigh breath of relief. It does open on its own, and you find what can only be described as fibers and dust inside. Like on a glance, it looks like fiber and dust.
Can I look at it more closely?
You can roll to perceive strongly. Well, stronger. Take out your special eyes.
Are you serious?
If
It's another 15.
Are you playing with loaded dice?
No, I'm not. I'm playing with the pink ones that I played with when I played a elf.
Ah,
And I
okay.
don't remember them doing this.
You're able to know what they were, well, what the material was. Feathers used to be in here. You recognize the fiber in the because of the dust. You're able to put together this was a feather. Well, a bunch of feathers.
Is this a bird nest?
No, the way you can tell, someone was collecting feathers in the chest.
Oh, that's weird.
Due to the dust and like fibers you find, it's clear that if no one had disturbed the chest over the years, they might have been preserved. But multiple people had opened it, closed it, so like air kept getting in and aging the feathers.
I don't understand this.
I swear to God, if those are Phoenix Downs.
Yes.
Somebody smarter than me, come look at this.
All I'm thinking is some poor person, they had Phoenix Downs and they just let them go to waste. But yeah, Corey does ask if anyone's smarter wish to examine, if anyone wants to.
Like, is this just
Oh,
dead?
I got tell intelligence, so someone else is gonna have to do that.
DFA is gonna try.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Corey has a 12 in intelligence, so it's like not that.
Because
Not that far
Corey
off.
was able to tell DFA what it is, you can just do either a if you have a type of knowledge that you think would apply, or an intelligence, whichever you think would be more your what your
Would local work?
you could try local local knowledge.
Four.
They sure were feathers at one point. But they're
What
not.
do they taste like?
That's what I thought.
What do they taste like?
Yes, what do they taste like?
It's a very dry, tasteless, like a sandy texture. I think I'm describing sand.
Sandy feathers.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna try passing it off to Moxie and go, does this taste like sand to you?
Oh my god.
Perception, I guess, because I guess technically, if it's magical, I can tell by tasting it. Or that's
Go,
probably
yeah,
just
go
potion.
ahead. If you want to taste the feathers, well, the remains of feathers.
I'll taste the remains of feathers.
Check that off on your bingo card if you had eating the remains of feathers tonight, guys.
Oh my god.
19.
Ghouls are just munching on feathers.
There's nothing remarkable about it. It's almost like, when I say this, I mean like consistency. It's ashy. Your mouth is left kind of dry. Like there's nothing you can gain from this other than she really just handed me this and I ate it from her hand. What the hell's wrong with me?
Yeah, I just dry spit
Yeah, like
over and over again.
Yeah, there's almost this like reaction of, did I actually just do that willingly? What the fuck was I thinking?
Oh, I have noise reduction off, so, or on, so you can't hear me. But just
But yeah, the rest of you just watch as DFA munches on some of it and then passes some to Moxio, asking if it tastes like sand.
Ghouls are very strange creatures. I got a 21 for perception just to look around the room in general.
You're able to notice that the bed was a full king size, so that this was a couple's bed, or poly, depending on who knows. The wardrobe, when opened, what remains of the clothing that was there indicate it was a woman's wardrobe, and both doors have silver mirrors, like on the actual inside of the door.
Is there anything salvageable inside of the wardrobe?
I mean, technically, you make the argument that the mirrors are salvageable, but I don't think you want to be carrying 2 fucking wardrobe doors out with you.
No, not at all.
You get a bag of holding, maybe, but
Nah.
shove those in there. But no, nothing that you could just yoink and toss in your sack. Would you
All
like
right,
to, would you
DFA,
like
do your thing.
DFA? All right,
DFA lead the way.
Do the thing.
all right. We've done what, four rooms now? Yeah, 4 rooms.
3, 6, 2, and 10.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what do we get next. Door number 9. You guys just go one down from where you were. Which one of you is going to try the door?
We're just rotating. Who opens the door?
Yeah, like it's
I can do my job, I suppose.
okay. Okay.
I'll check for traps or whatever.
All right. Do your roll.
22.
No traps at all. You can tell by the way the room you guys were just in was set up. The next one shouldn't be too much different than everything you so far have encountered.
Mhm.
So like you're like, okay, it's not going to be anything big. It's probably going to be another small room.
Okay.
You
I'll
guys
just
can
open it up.
This room is it's not that big, but it's a fuller room, I should say. It's empty in the capacity. There's not really any furniture. 4 columns line the, I want to say like a quarter in from the walls, 2 on each side, and you can tell that this was a gallery room. People to hang art, bottles, whatever. It was a fancy sitting room to stare at fancy art that us poor people can't afford.
Okay.
The columns where the paintings would have been held, the frames, well, what remains of the frames is still there, but there's no paintings in them. They are all bare. Stands that you'd put like a Fabergé egg or a bust or something like that. They're all knocked over and without whatever was there beforehand.
Oh, a Fabergé egg is roughly the size of what we're looking for, so maybe it was here.
Wish to examine? You can go look around the room.
I got
I
a
do.
19 in perception.
19. Okay, what did you get?
Natural 1.
Oh boy.
Sure is a room.
13,
Jesus.
12.
So 12. Anyone else?
I got a 14.
With the 12 and the 14, you are able to notice that while everything's been knocked over, stripped bare, the room is actually the one that looks the most untouched. Like, the other ones had, like, scattered stuff, demolished, broken windows. Everything that was valuable in here was already taken, and that was it. They didn't stay for anything else. It is probably the least damaged room so far. The 19, you are able to notice that there is an out of place brazier is the standing torch. What's the ones that hang on the walls?
Sconce?
Also a brazier.
Oh, they're called braziers too?
Or brazier, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brazier.
brazier.
Whatever.
Brazier is a
The clay.
bra.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's
fancy
rough.
knowing person. I'm putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable here.
Okay, I repeated you for solidarity.
There you go, thank you. But yeah, you find one on the wall that's like each wall has a few, but one of the walls has an extra one. You notice that.
That's different. I want to go over and look at it and
Look.
start checking. No, I want to see if what's the word I'm looking for?
Does it speak to you?
Kind of like I I want to perceive it, but in the way of if it might be like a device or a trap.
So you wish to interact with it?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I would say,
Because it's like a sconce, like a torch holder,
yeah.
right?
You know, it's one of the things that you like. They stick out of the wall. You put like the candles or torches in it, and it just lights the room. Yeah.
Okay.
The silver things, but well, not silver, but yeah,
Metal.
yeah, that.
Usually metal,
Yeah,
Really
That way you
fancy
can
wall candle holder.
yeah.
basically.
You break it off, you can hurt someone with them. Yeah, you know. I would say perception.
Okay.
Just saying, the DM in me is
Uh,
loving these. Like, I guess I'll do it too.
Hold on, I need math. I got a 23.
You are able to detect there's nothing like booby trapping it. But you are able to notice that like along the edge where it's connecting to the wall seems lighter, as if some like friction has caused the material to be worn away a bit. And it's just along the edge of the where it connects to the wall.
Oh. Want to knock on that section and see if it's hollow.
Not hollow.
Not hollow? Okay.
You're tempted to do the thing, aren't you?
What I wanted to do, if it was hollow, I would have taken the dagger and like gone along the edge of it and tried to pull it out,
But again, you're still tempted to do the thing to the sconce, aren't you?
I'm tempted to pull it.
Will we get the
Is there
meme?
anything Is
Do
there
it.
anything in it?
Is there anything what?
Is there okay, I want to percept like under my feet.
Okay.
If there's any like trap door. I've fallen through the ground, through the floor once in this campaign. I don't want to make it twice.
Roll a perception.
Okay.
This is the best thing about being a DM. I can inspire fear just by giving the suggestion of what could happen. I don't need to do
11.
anything. What did you get?
an 11. It's not very helpful, but you know.
There is no there's no sign of a trapdoor beneath you. But the way the flooring is, you can't see any like there's no you should call it like edges, like if you made floor tiles.
Okay.
And DFA's encourage you to do things, so as DFA
Would
led
someone
you
else
wrong
like
so
to
far.
pull it?
I could. I'll do it.
All
I
right.
could always try to shoot an arrow at it, see if that would trigger something.
That seems like a smarter option.
Yeah, you can try that first.
All right. Then take a couple steps back. Hyacinth pulls out their short bow and one of the non-lethal arrows.
Okay, the blunt one.
Yeah, that they
Yeah.
just bought.
Yep.
And just aim directly at the sconce to try and like push it in instead of pulling it down to see if that does anything.
Okay. Roll an attack. Like, because you are firing it, so.
Against a sconce. I got a 7.
You know how, like, some of them have that, like, fancy curve?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to call it the cursive curve of the metal.
Mm-hmm.
Your arrow bounces off that.
Oh,
It doesn't indent at all.
Filigree.
that's
Did you say filigree?
Yeah, it'd be
filigree
like
would be the
metal
right word.
filigree.
That's what I thought you
Yeah.
said. I was just like, what?
What?
Okay, but yeah, it bounces off. The sconce doesn't go inward. It just, the arrow bounces off. So if someone wants to try to pull it now,
I was
I'm
about to
gonna
say,
go
damn it.
retrieve my arrow and get that back.
I want to pull it.
Let's
I'll let DFA pull it.
Okay.
for the record, because again, visuals are key. For DFA to pull it, at first, I'm gonna let Britt decide how this works. She reaches up and just finds out she's just standing at full height, is just shy of it. If she jumps,
I'm a
she
good
can.
jumper.
Can I offer to pick the?
That's what I'm getting to. If she jumps, she can reach and let her weight pull it, or she can let one of you pick her up to reach it.
She's too proud to be picked up. She would absolutely jump. She's a good
Fair enough.
jumper.
Okay, so you jump up. You all watch as this little Moogle reaches up first, like, fuck this. Jumps, grabs, and pulls. And the sconce actually releases a bit towards DFA, lowering her down to the ground.
Great.
And
I
you all
think.
hear a click and like old wood moving, like what are they? The sliding things you'd use to like bar a door.
Is it coming from inside the room?
No, it's coming from outside the room.
Oh,
There's an 8-foot vertical leap. Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, she would be fine.
Oh yeah, she could.
She could have did that jump 10 times over.
She could jump over me.
Don't tempt her.
I told you, I'm a good jumper.
But no, it comes from a different room outside the one you're in.
all right. I guess onwards to find where the noise came from.
I guess we all heard.
Does
that,
it sound like
What-
it came from like behind us or
It came from downstairs.
okay?
What did it sound like, sir?
It sounded like a clicking, like because when she pulled it down, something clicked, like a lever. Once she let it go, because she pulled it down and got to the ground, the sound of like on like ancient doors they had those like wooden things they would pull to lock it.
Yes.
You can hear something like that sliding against stone from downstairs, as if something either was unlocking or being like lifted.
Well, there hasn't been much resistance yet, so I think we just run down there and try to find it as
Okay.
fast as possible.
Okay.
You guys go downstairs. The sound came from one of the two doors you did not go into yet. if you guys want to split up and check them or go in together, that's up to you.
I think we should probably stick together.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't like to.
I don't see any harm in opening both at the same time, but
Do we want to kick down one door or the other?
All right.
That works.
can we,
There are
should we
five.
just perceive to see which one is louder?
You can do either or. Like you make a decision.
Already rolled.
Okay, what did you get?
Not trap or hidden this time, so it's 22.
You're able to tell it's from the door on the right.
All right.
At point.
Is someone still going to kick in the door before I just start talking?
I've kicked in plenty of Corey once.
Do you want to like roll for it?
You'd
I'll
still
roll a d20, and if it's higher than yours, I'll kick it in.
Okay.
I figured you both would just kick at the exact same time, but okay.
I got a 17.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick in the door again.
Apparently, it's leg day for Corey.
Yeah,
You kick the door
listen,
in.
wants to fight something, might as well fight a door.
The
That's
door.
Which
The
which
door.
door number is
18.
this?
Huh?
What door number is this?
This would be 1 or 3. What was the first ones we got again? Number them in.
3, 6, 2, 10, and 9.
This would have been 1 or 4.
So
So
4.
yeah, it would have been 4 because left and right. But yeah, that would have been the fourth door. You're actually keeping track for me.
I am.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah, Corey kicks the door in. Unlike the last one that just shattered into splinters, this one just falls down, kind of unceremoniously. This was a heavier door.
Fun.
When it hits the ground, though, you all are staring into another study. This one has only a lone desk in the middle with a lovely oaken chair. 2 bookshelves behind it, 2 windows directly in front of you, and a wall that looks slightly different across from it. As you all enter, though, that wall pushes back and slides open, revealing a different area.
Which of this different area can we see?
You could see into it. It leads to a 2 option for you, either an up or a down. Almost like a it's a like how some homes between the walls is like a crawl space kind of thing. In this case, it's a walking space. 1 stairway going down, 1 stairway going
Interesting.
totally not sketchy at all.
No.
Especially in a
So-
rich person's house.
I mean, the staff's got to get around somehow.
Which pathway is the party gonna choose?
Hey, DFA.
Up or down?
Up or down?
The silence is deafening.
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now we
Now
can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up.
Okay, up it is.
Up
Yep.
it is.
Okay.
That was my vote too.
So, you guys climb the stairs, going up. You come to a like a trap door that you would lift up to go in. Does anyone want to do the safety thing, or are you just gonna go right in?
I think now is as good a time as any to start to keep being cautious.
Okay.
19.
19. The door's fine. It
Okay.
you obviously, because it's old, you be careful because splinters, and it's a wooden trap door. I'm assuming Mogzio, because you searched, you're going in first.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I do have the torch too, so
That's what I'm saying. Like you had the torch, you just checked, so like you okay. It's another bedroom. This one though seems like it was purposely made hidden from the other rooms. Once you reach it, you realize you're on the top floor, above the study. Uh, it's supported by two wooden beams running along the middle, and this desk, bed, bath. The person who stayed in this room had literally everything stored in here, so they didn't have to leave as much if they didn't want to.
Goals.
Right? Uh,
what's the condition of the room?
all things considered, about the same as the rest of the house. However, it's clear no one found this room, so it's the least touched. Everything in here has not been ransacked. Clearly, no one found the secret stairwell.
So you're saying we should ransack it?
I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying
I enjoy ransacking.
I mean,
Carefully ransack.
Does it look like anyone's used this room?
the layer of dust on the floor is about an inch thick.
Okay, ransacking's fine.
Let's ransack. Shall we?
I will
Perception.
to ransack.
Perception.
For legal reasons, this DM tells you if you find an abandoned home in an abandoned room that has never been touched in a time so long that there's an inch of dust, don't start stealing shit. That's legally wrong.
I got a 21.
19.
This party, however, does not give two shits about laws.
I got a modified 20.
21, 20, 19.
Oh no, 20. 20 actually. I forgot to add my wisdom.
20, 20, 21,
21.
21.
DFA is not looking.
Okay. Hyacinth, you, I'm assuming because you did it last time, go right for the desk.
Yes.
Nice.
There are a stack of 8 books sitting on a corner. There is what are those things called? You put, not a clipboard, but it's a raised spot on a desk for writing. They're slanted. If you know what I'm talking about, fine. If not, doesn't matter. I'm just describing the scene. On it is another ledger type book, and next to it is an ink, like an inkwell with a feather. There are 3 candles on little candle things on the edge of the table so that you can light to see everything. And the chair behind it is nicely upholstered. Surprisingly, not in that bad condition. Ori, where did you want to investigate in this room specifically? Hyacinth has the desk.
Okay, tell me again what else was in there. Again, I'm really bad at visualizing things.
It is best way to quickly describe it. It's a bedroom study bath combo. So there's the bed, the nightstand, like the dresser, wardrobes, the study desk with all the things around it, a few bookshelves, and then in the corner is like a bathtub and mirror section to, like, clean themselves off if they need to with the washing basin.
I'll check out the nightstand and around the bed.
Okay. As you do, the bed is dusty as all hell. Has not been touched in months. Well, not more than months. Years. Under the bed, it's not the way we have them now. It's one of those just the box frame and the mattress. You're able to pull out 2 drawers on it, and you find very musty clothing, as well as a smaller book, probably a journal, because it was under the bed. And also you find a golden amulet on a chain.
I will take a closer look at that.
It is just a silver chain. The amulet design is A winged woman, arms crossed over their chest, eyes closed, and on the back of their hands is like 2 rubies, like very tiny rubies.
I will put it in my pocket
Yeah. Um,
and look closer at the journal thing.
most of the pages are faded. You can make out that it is in fact a journal. Can't really read much of it. Maybe if you stare at it long enough later, you can maybe make out some words, but nothing like, oh, I can totally read this and transcribe it.
Okay, I will take that too.
All right. You said you got what, Moxia?
21, I think.
21. Okay, and then Elric, you got a 20.
Mhm.
Okay, where in the room did you two want to look?
I'm just gonna take stock of like the whole room from the middle.
Okay.
See if there's anything of note.
And Moxia, what about you?
Like nightstand and under the bed, or like the bed and nightstand area.
So you're gonna be helping like Corey?
Oh, I didn't realize it.
Yeah, that's what that was where Corey was.
Yeah,
The,
that's what I was looking
the
at.
other spot would be
Oh,
like
it's
the wardrobe, the bookshelves, then the bathroom. Well, bath area.
Man.
I guess the wardrobe then.
Okay. Opening the wardrobe, you find a plethora of fancier clothing. All of it musty, tattered. Some of it actually shredded, as if like torn apart in a hurry. Somebody was a very, very risky fellow. You also find something wrapped up in a tapestry under all the clothing.
Is it orb shaped?
Is it what shaped?
Is it orb shaped?
I thought you said bird shaped. I'm like, no, it's shape. Okay. Yes, it is orb shaped. Also, before I continue that, just so we get Elric, you notice that on the walls there are paintings of different people.
Okay.
Like they're just like portraits. And they are in decent condition given everything else is in the room. But yes, you did find, in fact, an orb-shaped thing.
Okay. Nothing else of interest in there aside from the fancy clothes.
Yes.
Okay. I will carefully grab the orb. Or tapestry thing. Wrapped thing.
Yep. It's a red tapestry with like very elaborate gold, blues, green, like every different color making up these like wonderful designs. It's I don't say it's heavy, but there is a little heft to it. Very solid. And your hands are smaller than everyone else's, so to you, not only does it fit in both hands, but there's a lot of extra like orb to it.
I'll be like, I think I found something. And I will try to like heft it onto some kind of like chair or platform at my level. I guess I'll put it in the chair, I guess.
Okay. Does everyone gather, or are they just gonna let Moxio do it by himself?
No, I'm gonna walk over.
Okay.
DFA
I'll
would
check
be
it
with
out.
them.
Okay. And Hyacinth?
I'll go over there too.
Okay.
I took the ledger and the inkwell, and then one of the candles.
You're gonna furbish a house when you're done.
Who knows?
Anyway, very carefully, because Moxio is no fool. Little by little undoes the tapestry. As he does, what it looks like is brass orb is revealed. As described, it's covered in different lines, like etched into it, and circles indented into the material. On a first glance, you have no idea what the symbol, like what the intricate design is meant to be. You can't tell if it's meant to be aesthetic or intentional. But based on what you are seeing, you are looking at the very thing Gale has sent you to get.
But I know off the top of my head if it was some elaborate form of blitzball.
Roll a knowledge.
17.
It is too dense and too small to be a blitzball.
Okay.
But if you throw it at someone, you probably get a goal because you'll duck to avoid it.
Okay. Well, I'm not magically inclined or engineeringly
Okay.
inclined, so
Does anyone else want to take a gander?
I want to try to appraise it.
Okay, roll.
I got a 12.
To your understanding, it looks like it's just brass.
Okay.
So, like, might be worth something, but, like, you don't know to who and to how much.
Time to go?
well, I mean, this thing could be worth more than 2,000 gold. Gil.
But we could get in a lot of trouble for having it.
No one knows it's here except for that guy.
Yes, but that guy might sell us out if we don't give it to him.
I mean, what if it's really dangerous? Shouldn't we at least try to like activate it and find out what it does before we give it?
Do you
I
know
don't
how to handle that? Are you good with magic? I don't see the mist around you.
I see I'm good at working with magic like stuff, but I don't know what they do until I do it.
You know
Kind
who
of.
we need?
We need Dell.
We need Dell.
I think we need to, unfortunately.
That being said, Icarus, if you're watching this live or watching the VOD later, you were missed so much the party realized how much they needed you.
We always need Dell.
This is some earthbound shit.
DFA, do you have any input on the device or orb, whatever you want to call it?
No, I think that she just quietly stands there and gives the same sentiment that we need Dell.
Okay. I kind of expected DFA to be like, chomp. Wait the feathers, so I figured you're gonna try eating the fucking orb too.
No, orb is bad texture.
That belongs on a shirt. This orb is bad texture.
Cannot ponder orb. Orb is bad texture.
As a picky eater, I understand. But yeah. Anyone else want to do anything in the room?
I mean, I guess we could check out the downstairs real quick.
Okay. To save on like the, lovely amount of time that is checking each room one by one. The rooms you did not check originally, but now include. Here we go. There's a sanctuary in the downstairs that you found. The sanctuary is just a massive empty room, statues lining the round walls. On a quick glance, it's like a mausoleum. You're presuming, because all the statues bear the crest of the family. So, a quick, just common sense knowledge would be, oh, this must be where they buried the family as they passed on, kind of thing. Kind of creepy to keep them in your basement, but hey, rich people. You also find you obviously find like the kitchens, a few other bedrooms, and at the end of it, you realize that there's also, back in the workshop study, you also realize that there is I don't want to say like a recess on the wall, but there is a slot, well, many slots, for there are 22 recesses into the wall. Each one, on a quick study, reveal 20 orbs, spheres shaped recess, and the other two are you can't tell what they are. The shape isn't really that clear, but it's clear that 20 round things would go in the first 20. The last 2 are something completely different. And other than that, there's not much else in the villa.
Huh.
At least not that you can find. If you guys wish, you can pack and head back to town.
Yeah, that seems like the best option. Dell's like probably the best choice to see what's up with this orb.
Yeah. Who would be the least conspicuous person to have the orb? I mean, I know Hyacinth has a bag, but
The least conspicuous. Probably would have been Dell.
well, we're trying to bring it to Dell before we
I
track
know.
this guy down. Probably, I'm going to be assuming Elric or Corey.
All right. Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. Alaric, you take the orb and place it in your inventory. The rest of you, there's nothing else to do, so you can head back to town from here.
Mhm.
Yep. As you leave, nothing stops you. You pretty much go unbothered. Head back into town, and as you arrive at the tavern, you arrive back at the tavern and find that it's a low tier evening. Nothing else is really going on. So instead of making yourselves noticed and going to find Gale, it's clear you guys are going to be like, we'll wait and talk to Del first. You don't find him at the tavern, which is good because that means you don't have to worry about him asking questions. And that's actually will end things.
All right.
That way we can have Del examine it next week. And also because Corey had to go to bed half hour ago and we kind of shot right past that. So yeah, that was the session. You guys were able to find the orb.
Cool.
DFA got a shit ton of confectionaries. It was a good shopping trip, and yeah, good job, everyone.
Nice.
No one died. Again, that enjoyment of watching you guys do like investigation just because like could be in this form. But no, for those who watched, thank you. We enjoyed your time. Hopefully next week we will continue. If you haven't been able to, don't forget all the episodes go live the following Tuesday on my YouTube. And if you want to follow that, the socials, I believe. Do I even know my own commands? I don't know my own social commands.
Professional streamer.
Totally. Oh no, I got it right. Ha! Fuck yeah. Close enough. Nightbot saved me.
The link. Wait, where's the link weird?
What?
You have HTTPS like twice. It works.
I don't know. It somehow works. That's all that matters. I'll put the beacons in instead though. If the chat has nothing, if the party has nothing else to do, we'll sign off and see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks for enjoying, and have a good week. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright.